What do a buddy comedy, a computer animation, an urban adventure, an animation, a comedy, a drama, a family, a fantasy, and a Toy Story film all have in common? Well, if you're Woody, Buzz, and Jesse and the rest of the gang, then your jobs are challenged when you're introduced to electronics, a new threat to playtime. Electronics, that is.
Oh!
The year is 2026.
Oh!
The movie is rated PG, but I've also seen, I guess I saw PG.
Yeah.
4 was G.
Yeah.
I'm mixed up here, people.
That one's for kids.
But this movie is Toy Story 5, and this is iBuds. Now, we might look a little different to you if you're out there in the world, and let me turn down that music from Toy Story. And it's because you might think, well, a cowboy and
a space ranger.
Mm-hmm. These are the guys we usually listen to talk about music. But sometimes there's something as important as music, and it's a movie will come out that we decide is as important to talk about.
Yes.
And this one is one of those.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
I would think so. I mean, not necessarily personally.
No.
I don't think this one means too much to us.
No.
But...
And if you're mad at us about that, you can go to the YouTube, click on the video, and leave us a comment about how mad that makes you.
Yeah. But no, I mean, this, of course, is the sort of the pinnacle of storytelling, isn't it?
Yes.
The Toy Story franchise.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to crack a light beer here.
Yeah. Light beer.
I got mold all over my hands.
You can say that?
Not anymore.
No.
Because they changed it to Mr. Lightweight. You know, these people are gonna think, well, we know they're not talking about Scary Movie 6, because that's sort of anti-woke. Whereas these just, they just keep getting more and more so. Right?
Yeah.
So, and there's a new character on this poster, by the way. Oh, we should say this is a review of the movie Toy Story 5. Spoilers will probably abound.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say here or there. I'm not going to say, listen to hear our thoughts for the first. Go see the thing.
Go see it, and then
come back here and discuss. I like when people, you ever see this on Reddit? I'm sure you have. But they say, here's my thoughts on whatever. For example, guy wrote a big long post about Toy Story 4.
Interesting.
Gives all his thoughts. A couple of them are pretty terrible. Pretty much doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sure.
Then at the end he says, discuss. Who are you?
Yeah, you're not.
I know. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Who are we? Nobody.
Who are we?
A couple of guys who grew up loving Toy Story. Okay, fine. I had to admit it, because in this show we are sincere, aren't we? And we always talk about where we met the thing. Usually it's music. What brought us to this band, this artist, etc.? Well, now we're talking about Toy Story, and it's the same principle. Of course, this is iBuds. It's about movies that we watch, but the same principle exists, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we always talk a brief history of our interaction with the film, the franchise, the what have you, the who's it, what's it.
And while this may not be the same as the regular show of I'm bringing this to you, please go see Toy Story 5.
Right.
It's mainly something we both maybe want to see.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, just whatever. Who cares?
We both wanted to see it.
Yes.
Because we both grew up loving it.
Yep.
Separately and together.
Mm-hmm. Well, little did we know up into a certain point, and then you were part of the YYK, and I was part of the YYK, and the two sides of that zipper finally met. Probably a little bit before Trey come out.
Yes.
So then we start zipping together.
Right. And then 4 comes out, and we accidentally
God, you got a
little skin. But we'll talk a little about a bit about that. I imagine too. But of course, you see, we're surrounded by all of our, not all, I've got another tub at home. I swear to God, I've got more.
I've got more. There's another Slinky dog somewhere. And he was looking at me the whole time we're watching the movie. Because I went through 1 through 4 at home. And I was watching the movie, and then I'd look over and I go, he's right there. But the problem is, his eyes aren't... The one in the movie, you get this with a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
The point is, they're toys. But in the movie, his eyes are kind of half shut.
Yes.
He's kind of pulling one of those. Mm-hmm. But the toys are always like, well, they got to have some expression. Yeah. They're the toys.
Yeah, they make them...
So his eyes are open. Ugh, whatever. Also, they put the pull string in the middle of his face, not where the little loop thing is. So I had to cut that out.
That's just wrong.
He's like, no, that's part of me. No, it's all right.
That hurt.
So these are what things we've collected throughout the years.
Well, we've got our collector's items. We've got our. This is my original Woody. Don't clip that.
Dude, not on this show.
And you can tell he's weathered all to hell, and he lost his hat.
Yeah. And he's got sort of what we call in the chat a TG, sort of a big thigh gap.
Yeah. I was always mad back in the day, like, because he's a little more barrel-chested than he should be.
He has a very 60s. He's kind of got like a Don Draper or like a...
Yeah.
He's that's a Dr. No you got on your hands.
Because I'd watch the movie and I'd be like, why is my guy kind of fat? And I was like, they probably just can't... Even as a kid, I was like, well, they probably can't make it exactly like that. Mm-hmm. Of course, they do. A few years later, they make it exactly like that. And I'm like, well... But this is special to me, right? This is the one.
Mm-hmm. He really put his name on the bottom, folks.
Okay, so
I don't know where my original Buzz is. I think we lost him on one of these many moves that these sort of.
That's like in the movies.
Yeah, he's a lost toy.
He's with someone else now. He made someone else happy.
I hope so.
Beautiful.
I hope it wasn't just we ran over him with the car backing out to move to God knows where.
Yeah, he pulled a Kim Plath and just nailed him. What?
I guess it is in the news.
She did it.
Yeah,
it's not a secret.
It's in the news.
So anyway, this is Toy Story.
Yeah, 5.
And
we've sort of grown up. We're in that sweet spot where we're sort of in this generation that I would call pretty pathetic, where it's kind of, for some reason, it's okay for us to not be able to let stuff go because everyone around us is doing it.
Yeah.
So you go like, I could probably wear it. Like, the thing is, yes, I've got the hat on, but it's like the toys. You can't really. It's like if you're a celebrity, if like Shia LaBeouf was out before
everything.
But he's out there with like a Toy Story shirt on. People go like, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
But you still feel like, I can't really do that.
Yeah.
I don't have kids.
Right.
Yeah,
it's and you go to the theater and you're like, 2 adult tickets for Toy Story 5 on opening night, please. And everyone's like, come on, dude. But I think there's a lot of us out there.
I think there are, and I'm not that way. I bought them online anonymously at like 4:30 in the morning.
Of course, same.
So I'm not stupid.
But you see someone at the theater, and they're like, "Hey, what are you here for?" And you're like,
"Yeah,
the Hugh Jackman Robin Hood movie."
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, cool."
Yep. And they're like, "We'll see you in there."
Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah."
And then guess what? You both are in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sat kind of my sweet spot that I found by us is the front row in front of the railing where you can lean back. You're not too you don't have the people around you situation. If you need to get up and go to the bathroom, you've got the widest aisle possible. Now, there's someone sitting next to us with I believe a mother it was a woman with her kids and her mother who would be the kid's grandmother.
Sure.
Not that old, but had vision issues. And I don't know if it was just old person vision issues where it's like when I go to a movie and I stand there and have to adjust my eyes because they're like helping her get up to go to the bathroom, walking her around where our seats are laid out flat,
Yeah.
We should have sat up. but people are walking by with their kids because there's a point in the movie, probably happened with you too, where all the kids have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, the whole time.
Right. So I also forgot about that for this, where we are on ground zero.
Yeah.
So they're
Everyone's
constantly going
walking.
in front of you and going, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
It's like, yeah, it's
that's
fine.
nice.
Just don't talk, just go.
Right.
But also it's like, it's just the two of us.
Right.
So it feels weird. It's like, sorry,
Yeah.
we're ruining your movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's PG. It's not like the other one.
Right.
It's a little more.
This one's
adult
more for adults.
somehow.
But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of and I think because it's kind of the handicap row, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we also sat. And on the app, it doesn't tell you some of those seats they're open for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go and we actually did sit next to.
You get the one that has the big stitched on handicap thing that says, I swear to God, if someone needs to sit here next to a person
Yeah.
in a wheelchair,
You gotta go.
and I know that, but I look and I see there are no wheelchair tickets that have been bought.
That's the thing.
If all four of them fill up,
If you fill up,
Okay.
I'll leave. I
Yeah.
leave. But it is kind of prime seating.
it's the perfect spot.
Because also what you throughout the picture, what you don't realize, at least I didn't, until like a quiet moment, is the whole theater behind you is full of kids, basically no parents,
No.
and they're all talking about stuff,
Yeah.
which is funny just in like a way of like, oh, they've been talking this whole time. Not a single one of them paying attention. But
That's what I thought going into it too, because I said, I know when I sit here, for some reason I'm like, I'm here by myself.
yeah, you
Even
kind
though
of,
the theater's like sold out.
yeah.
But again, yes, it's just the ambient noise of a children's movie, which I do not frequent,
No.
okay,
No.
is just people talking constantly. Or just scream. You are about to cry at one of the, like, she named,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
whatever. And
yeah.
then a kid just goes,
Yeah.
and the mom's like, stop.
Yeah.
And then someone by him was like, I got a few kids of my own. I understand. It's like, yeah, dude. So I knew going into this.
Yes, it's not for us per se,
One time I was at an
but
IMAX.
actually it is.
What's the movie Hop? You know the movie Hop? Came
Yeah.
out like probably 12 years ago or
James
something.
Marsden, the Easter Bunny movie.
Walked in because I was up where there's an IMAX. I was like, I want to see how big their IMAX screen is. You know me, I'm a size queen.
He's a size queen.
So I go in and you just hear it's filled up. It's like opening day.
Mhm.
And you just hear like, you can't hear. But I know that, as you said, it's not for us, but it is. So shut up.
Yeah, well, it is.
Leave them at home. Bring them to the family event, which was at 9:30 in the morning. You have to get there 45 minutes ahead of time to get your pin.
Yeah.
You know?
And that was sort of also in the equation for us of like, do we go tonight or wait for the Saturday morning where probably every parent is like, we got to do something. At like, let's just go to the movies. So I don't know. It didn't really affect my viewing of it insofar as I was able to kind of zone it out.
It was a worry.
Yeah, it is a worry because also I don't mind as much. I as we talked about with the Mando and Grogu episode, sometimes that theater experience helps you accept the movie better or something where you're like, okay, I watched this kid have the emotional reaction that I would have had when this was for me. Now
Yeah.
I'm an old loser surrounded by my toys dressed like a cowboy. But I learned all the wrong lessons from the movie, which is to hold on to everything as tightly as possible
Yeah.
and never let it go.
I bought this hat for about $40 with shipping and then got it in the mail and said, what am I can't. What am I going to
It's
wear?
a cool hat.
It is, but I've had it for 3 years or something. Like,
Sure.
you
I've
can't wear that
Never
out.
seen you wear it, but yeah, it's cool.
If I was one of those, I got to wear like, it would have to be this with like a shirt that says girl or like girl dad or something.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
to pull that dumb.
Or, yeah.
And if you're out there, just get rid of that shirt. Get rid of
You
that.
don't need to wear the girl dad. You pick one or the other, maybe.
Yeah, just
Or definitely not the girl dad shirt.
no. But one that says girl or dad. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And then always the Toy Story hat.
The Toy Story hat and the shirt that just says girl
or like the
or a dad.
or the for some reason I keep getting ads for like bluey Hawaiian shirts. It's like I've watched like 3 episodes of Bluey.
That's a lot.
Well, I have a niece and nephew.
Then you're looking at like the putter grips, the Bluey putter grips or whatever. You're like, okay.
Who's buying the Bluey putter grip? Like,
I don't know.
But that's the thing. We were talking about that earlier. Is like, when did we see Toy Story?
2 and almost 3.
Or yeah, 2 or 3.
Just turned 3.
Yeah.
And by the time the third one comes out, by the way, we're like the same age as Andy.
Right.
So you know we're having a problem.
And we're going off to college when Andy's going. You know, it's
Sickening.
It is, even, you know, my older brother loves these movies too, all that stuff. But there's something that hit. I mean, I wore cowboy boots and dressed like a cowboy basically until I was like,
yeah.
10.
You might have something in common with Bonnie from this movie that I gleaned. We really were. And that's why I also felt, but I'm also a young, dumb kid, right?
And by the way, I'm dressing like a cowboy now as a joke.
Yes, of course. And these are for fun. These are for funny.
But I was deeply touched by Woody. And dressed like a cowboy.
So I was also I read an article on the way here, and a guy said he was sort of in our.
You were driving,
group, and
what do you mean?
I have one of these like off-brand Teslers.
Oh yeah,
so it kind of stays in the lines. But he said I dress like Buzz every day for like a year.
Ow!
I don't know, but he was like really selling the point that like these are for me. Yeah. Like I grew up with these, but he's like I dress. But I was like, he didn't say for like a year. It was just like I dress like Buzz every day. It's like, hey, dude.
A giant spacesuit.
Yeah.
It doesn't really like. I get a button-up
like
shirt,
a skin tight lime green and gray, like
purple hoodie, and a little.
Hello there. Yeah,
a swirly on his chin.
But we're sort of in that.
Yes.
So I have video of me probably 1996 or 97 going, is it a Buzz? Did I get that Woody?
Right.
What is it? Mm-hmm. So I know that if I didn't see it in theaters, someone spent mucho big bucks and bought like the $45 VHS tape, you know, to bring home for me to watch.
Yes.
Or something.
And it was worn out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we went through.
You burned through a couple of them
or 2.
Yeah.
Because it was repeat viewing city.
And then 2, I don't remember if I saw that in theater. I don't have like a vivid.
No. Was
I in the theater watching this?
I don't remember either. I
just remember at some point being aware that there's more Toy Story jokes coming at me.
Yes.
There's a better movie. I'm watching more stuff.
More stuff I like.
The thing, you know, they're my friends. That's the whatever Griffin Newman from Blank Check will say about it. You're getting to see your friends again.
Yeah.
So you go, oh, there's more of them.
Mm-hmm. And you learn like he's actually like really important. Mm-hmm. You get this backstory. It's like also expanding for a young mind to be like this really creative, inspiring world that people made a movie about of like, yeah, what if your toys were real? Like something we think about as a kid, and they just make good on that promise over and over again to perfection of like where you're watching. It's like, I don't know how they could make that first one better.
No, as you said, it's a sort of master storytelling.
Thank you.
And and I was going through, so over the past 2 days, I rewatched the first 4 to go into this one because 3 is still like, I'm not sitting. I mean, it is so sad in a way. Like there's I don't really want to sit there and watch it.
Yes.
I like it, but also it's like the toys are getting beat up. I know I'm like an adult, but it's like, they got lied to. This other guy's a monster. He's being mean to the baby dog. He's like, she don't want you no more. And then like they truly, when I saw it, I said, there's no way they are going to die.
Yes.
In the fight. Like
of
they
course.
all hold hands and you go, oh, this is like crazy. Yep. Even watching it next, it's like, I haven't watched it for a while. Mm-hmm. And I had this, I was like, it is the Deus Ex Machina is going to come in. There's a claw. That's what it is. But I go, of course it is. Yeah. Of course. It's so brilliant.
Yeah.
But even in the moment, I'm like, how did they get out of this? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And you just, it's just like boom, boom, boom. But with the second one, you know, there's the story because I started going through. You can watch these all day. These special features on all these.
Of course.
So I'm like, did you hear the movie almost got erased? It's like, don't worry. Well, after this, so we're watching how it almost got erased, and then you find out actually, even though 90% of it got erased and put back together, they realized the movie wasn't working. Mm-hmm. So they bring in they redo it in 8 months or whatever.
Yep. And
someone on that says, because we had to do it so fast, we couldn't overthink. And she said, every single frame is necessary. There's no wasted frame. And we're like, that is true. It's like, that one is even tighter than the first one.
Yeah.
It's just like story.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Whoa.
Story.
Yeah. Now, the only problem I had with 2 is that I didn't like Jessie. Yeah.
You've said that a lot. Well, we do have a Toy Story 4 review. I don't remember what we said in it.
No.
It's somewhere in the feed or for a different show.
I think that was, the old show.
It's for our old show, but if you look up Toy Story 4, I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah.
On Google.
Probably on our YouTube. But just because she is trying to take Woody away from, which comes up later, of course, my biggest thing is like, Woody in the guys, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you watch he's my hero.
Yeah, it's sort of like letting the lady cop into the boys' locker room.
No, it's more like taking the best guy ever away from the people that need him.
Yeah, she's the villain.
To me, she is.
I thought it was just maybe because she's kind of loud.
And she's annoying
Which also, watching the first one again, I was like, Woody is just yelling.
Yeah.
80% of the movie is screaming at the top of his lungs, which is funny. Now, I know he can't do it now, apparently, because he's 90 or doesn't.
He's like,
they're
I
not
can't
giving him
yell
enough money.
No more.
I can talk like Woody. Like it's like the first one, he's like, no.
But that first one establishes the sort of like the sort of hierarchy of the toys, and I'm the mayor of Toy Town and all this stuff.
But that's the with any sort of series like this, the more you build out, especially in the first one where they sort of live in that Jimmy Neutron world of like, we cannot animate another person to live in this town.
Yeah.
Like you want to talk about the backroom stuff or whatever, like it's the toys. It's like their house in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That is the story. But as you get more, it's like, now we can do playground, like all these kids, it starts to go, well, you're adding stuff. And by doing that, you start to have more questions about what is this idea? Because I know by the second one, I was probably having what becomes the rest of this is like the existential question of like, if they're real, like, do they die?
Right.
Why are they alive? Why am I alive? Mm-hmm. Why aren't my toys alive? How are they alive in the movie? Then I'm trying to figure out, they shot bloopers. Like, I don't understand meta stuff.
Right.
Like, I know that's fake, but did something mess up and they animate? Like, there's like a boom in the shot and stuff. So I'm like, it's awesome. A joke, but I don't understand how.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm taking notes. But they just like, there's such a good story, which I think we probably said in the Toy Story 4 review. It really is like, then there's the third one. Your time with them
is over.
Is over. And he says, so long, whatever. Thanks, guys. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're all just like, okay, we've all grown up.
Yeah.
And you go, I didn't ever think it would happen, but it happened to me.
Yeah. It's impossible to think of, but
you start to realize, you're like, I think Kurt Cobain had something going on.
Well, that is, and the third is so brilliantly put together for all those reasons, and it kind of is the sort of, in a macro sense, where the world started to get worse. Mm-hmm. when they pull out 4, and they're like, no, actually, us, and people like us, and Star Wars and all this stuff, like, oh, actually, no, you don't have to give up any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Actually, you can be a kid forever. You can surround yourself with all the stuff that makes you happy and comfortable, and we'll just keep giving it to you over and over and over again.
Yeah, but sort of in in this Philip K. Dick sort of, like, it's a shell of, it's like,
Yes,
it's the food pill version.
It's the simulacrum.
It tastes like turkey gravy.
Yeah, but there's still, you don't get the sensation of the texture on your tongue.
The kind of thickness of the tea gravy.
Yeah.
It's a fine line they walk.
Tryptophan that makes you so sleepy.
Oh my goodness gracious. And it's so true, and it's not at all exaggerated by how people talk about stuff like this. They wait 10 years to do that one. By the way, here's something I thought watching the fourth one, which bummed me out. The length between the first Toy Story and the third one, where you think about everything that happened to you in that time.
Right.
And I said, oh, from 3 to this one, 5 is the same length. I said, I've done jack shit. Like from like the amount of shit of like, that's your whole, you've grown up. Now you're going to college. You followed that. Now you're like, well, I'm at Toy Story 5. Like that's my life. Was Toy Story 3 came out. I sat through Toy Story 4. I saw this one. I'm like, well, I'm still doing the same.
Yeah.
It's like people like at the theater with me who have their 2 or 3 kids. And I'm like, they're probably 2 years older than me. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe my age. I don't know.
Could
maybe
be
younger.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I don't need them. I've got these guys. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's what they've done to me.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to say, that's it. And I know they've said, they're like, you don't have to, that can be your ending point. But it's like,
sure,
I can't tell you not to make more. And even I know like Tom Hanks has said this at this point where he goes, a 6th one better be pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But he said, I know it's like an institution to them.
Yeah. Well, and he also said, I don't think I even have to be a part of it anymore.
Yeah. Well, seems like they've been.
I don't know that he got the memo yet, but he ain't.
Well, yeah. And Buzz apparently hasn't been part of it for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think you don't want the Hobbs and Shaw of Toy Story.
No.
My thought was like, you've done the 3, and the idea is this is how their lives go. They've been given to a new child, and this is what they are to do. And now in this article I read by this strange man that dressed like Buzz every day.
Exactly like Buzz Lightyear.
What he said
every day
about Toy Story 4 made sense because he said by giving Woody this sort of like this lost cause thing. I mean, first of all, it's like, oh, so now we have to be, to me, I'm like, now we have to be sad with him. Like
right.
He's also not over it.
Yes.
But he said it takes them from being toys to giving them human personalities where it's like,
right.
You can decide to just leave. I don't want to be a toy.
Right.
I just want to be out helping. So it's like, their whole thing is like, you're a toy you're played with, like what he tells Forky.
Right.
He's like, I don't want that anymore. Or I can't handle that again because it hurts him too much.
Yeah.
He goes, well, that's not what a toy is.
Right.
That's going against the entire premise of
yes.
This is what they do.
Yes.
It's now you're adding so many layers to this on top of the Forky, like why am I alive? Like,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just complicated it so much where you go, now you got to worry about him where he had Bonnie and she's like, my cowboy. Cause he puts himself in the box for her.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, no, he kind of jolts back and you're just like,
yeah.
But now it's like, okay, well, I know it's like, well, she's a kid, maybe but that's not so that happened for not. Cause now you can just leave.
Now you can leave, and if you take one piece off of Forky, he becomes not a toy again or something. It opens up a little too much of which is the fun of the world, and also where you're like, you can't go too far with these things because it makes your mind wander a little too much. Because
he loses his arms, but he doesn't become a spork again or whatever. Right. Like he just loses them.
We actually couldn't call it a spork because KFC owns the rights for Sporky.
All right, John Lasseter, we canceled you. You weren't part of this.
Yeah. Well, and the thing with 4 is also like, again, Woody and Buzz. That's kind of. I know I'm an adult man,
but those are my guys.
Woody doesn't leave.
Yeah.
He doesn't give up on. I know he's got a new mission, and part of me, of course, and I think we got into this on the, like, I could recognize it as being like a beautiful sort of thing where like, no, you can change later in life and be like, no, what I want is important too. And you give Bo Peep a character that no one needed to give a second life to, but that's cool. You give her a second sort of lease on life. And that's, I don't know. I accept that it's like very beautifully done. And like some, like the shot with the rain and they're talking, you're like, these are real.
Yeah.
Like, how did they shoot this? Because these are real people talking in a, like the animation is so incredible, all that stuff. But at the same time, you're like, why'd you do this?
I had the same. So did you rewatch the first one? Was that your stopping point?
Yes. And that was after we watched 5 because we were like, let's go back and enjoy the ride.
We kind of, because I was like, after we watched the first one, I was like, we should just go see the 5th one. I'm not going to do that. But I was like, I just want to see how they look.
Sure.
But I think I only saw Toy Story 4 in theaters. We won't but we need some of this information going into the 5th one.
Yes.
We're going off of 4 movies. Just sit there or skip ahead. I don't know.
We'll put the thing in for when the review starts. Don't worry.
Going into it, so I watched 1 and 2 one night, and then 3 and 4. And after 3, I was like, I don't know. I mean, it was 1 a.m., but right. I said, it's just like taxing. And the whole time it's like watching a car crash, is about to happen because it's ending again. You go, I remember viscerally watching this in theaters. And
yes.
Just being so. And so I was like, we got to watch the 4th one. And it's just like, you're just getting a more depressed Woody in this one. Now, going from like the Blu-rays of whatever, Toy Story 3, and then going to only having seen it in theaters, actually getting to watch like the 4K disc on the OLED with the it was like insane.
Yeah.
When the Pixar logo comes up and it starts raining on it, I went, "Oh my God." I was like, "You got to get in here."
Yeah.
And it's just but that's when it's like, I know that was their big thing cuz they'd done that like the Red Umbrella or something. There's some short they did.
Yeah, it was kind of, they're showing off their new tech.
They learned like if you light something, I don't know, like we place a light source here, the rain looks good.
Yeah.
And so it was like that, and being at the carnival and the way everything looks, where it was sort of, that's also why it felt a little like, now we just have to see like the big blockbuster version of Toy Story.
Yeah.
Going into it now, it's been 6-7 years, I guess. Whatever, but that's depressing. But like somehow almost 10 years since that came out. But
crazy.
And that comes not even 10 years after the 3rd one. And that's still quite a long time.
Yeah.
That they waited that long. And even when they announced it, everyone's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they come back with that, where I was sort of watching it the whole time. You're going like, sort of the original like creative team also has slowly been either canceled or pushed out or died.
Right.
So you're sort of just seeing this thing keep going for them.
Yeah.
And they can make everything look good and stuff. And you go, I know one side of movies is it's great. This film looks great. But the other side is the story. Where you go, this is an awesome, I don't know, everything is rendered awesome, but there's just problems with the story where you go, why are we doing it with these characters?
Yeah. Well, and I think, like I said, I didn't rewatch 4. I saw it twice in theaters back then for the review. And I even, on a story level, I can appreciate what they're trying to do, but it is one of those things which I try to not do, but for me, it is somewhat personal. But I just think some of these decisions are like, that's not what that character would do. Well, I just don't believe that.
So going into this one and having sat with it where it's like now, like this is just part of the Toy Story story. Again, it's like more Toy Story.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for me. It's really funny. There are like scenes I was laughing so hard at.
For sure.
Where I was like, this is awesome. There's so much funny stuff in here. It's really weirdly scary.
Yeah.
You're like, it's very creepy. I like how they're doing that stuff. I like some of these characters. I don't know. I saw people complaining about being in an antique shop. I do like seeing all that stuff.
Of course.
It's just crazy how it all looks. Like if I could just sit there and enjoy the movie, I take back whatever. Duke Kaboom is very funny. Laughing a ton at Mr. D.
Sure.
DK. The Key and Peele guy. Like some of the funniest stuff from the new characters.
Yeah.
So I said, I like that they added new characters like this, where before I was just like, stop adding, because they just want to like collect, and then it's for Woody to go, I'll bring you back to Bonnie. At some point, she's gonna be like, stop, like you gave me a piece of shit like toy from the carnival. Like where's this coming from?
Right.
Why do you have why
Mom, Dad, where are you?
every time it's like, you can come live with Bonnie? No, not they all can't. Like, but the biggest problem to me was Buzz is, and I forgot until we watched it because I was like, this was probably a big thing of what we talked about. He's not himself.
Yes.
It's such a terrible, I don't know. It's like when I saw this, I don't even like Cars, but when I saw the second Cars and it's like, Gunther or whatever his name is, big toe mater man.
Yeah.
He's stupid.
Yeah.
So he ruins everything.
Right.
And you go, it's not funny. It's not what was happening in the first one.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, you listen to your inner voice. What the hell are you talking about? And he's like, your inner voice, Buzz. And so he just hits his buttons. And it's like acting like he's never used his buttons before.
That was I'm sure we talked about it then, and going into 5, we'll talk about it again. But that was my biggest thing too. I was like, Buzz is not an idiot. I mean, his whole thing is he's like fish out of water. He thinks he's
a confident idiot, but in ways it's funny. Like
he's still capable of thought. Like he's still smart. Like he can do stuff. Like even that in the first 30 minutes of the first movie, he is an idiot where he's, he thinks he's a real space ranger. But that's different from just being stupid.
And then the second one, he's like taking the lead. He's helping.
Yes.
He's like,
yes,
we're all toys. This is for whatever. He leads the mission or,
Yes.
And then in the third one, this is where I start to feel, I'm like, okay, now he's Spanish for some of it.
Yeah.
So they can have him dance around.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, Tim Allen's not even getting to do anything. Like I'm worried about.
It's worried about.
Okay,
Tim.
I guess. But it starts to feel like now he's like a little, I don't know, like those are the two main guys. You can't think of an idea.
Yeah.
I don't care if like Jesse's a part of it now or like,
no,
like they're not doing anything. And now it's just Buzz has like 3 lines in the fourth one, where I think that's why when like these actors are coming out and saying, I don't know, I thought we were done. It's
starting to now. Having seen the movie now, I realize more the context of them kind of being like, whatever, or whatever. Well, I mean, they're all acting like, it's great to be back, but especially those two guys, like you kind of were probably in the booth for a couple of days, maybe.
Yeah, somehow even less for like Buzz is not in that same mode, which is another frustrating. It's like now he's kind of back to being smart, but like. Because it's the dumb in a way that's not funny in the last one. Yeah. He also just straight up says at one point, like, he's hitting his buttons to try to find something to say to her to get to her backpack because she left her backpack in the antique store. Yeah. And so he finally just goes, you left your backpack in the... And she's like, my backpack. She's sitting with her parents that don't hear that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it just felt a little like, that's the... I don't know how many times you've gone through this script at Pixar,
right?
One of the biggest company. Like you're the company.
You're the guys. Yeah.
You're the guys. You're the smartest, most creative. You can't think of. She needs to grab something from her bag and realizes like it's just him telling her.
Well, and that's what like these movies are.
That's not what he would do.
No, and the first 3 are so good at like. They are toys. When a person is in the room, they are toys. They fall over and they can't do stuff. And now I remember right in 4, like you're talking about, and in 5, they are doing more activity while people are around in a way. There's one time I thought it like at least made sense in a way, but like even just she's holding them and they are looking at each other and like winking or whatever. You're like, hey, you can't do that, because the whole thing is like in those first ones you can read some emotion on their face when they're not doing anything. It's only at the end when they're like buckled in the car or whatever and they kind of wink at each other or whatever, right? Yeah. And now
it's like they ride the race car, or they ride the car through traffic. They ride RC through.
Yeah.
I get that. That's like also the end of the movie.
The big bit, yes.
They have to get there. There's not cars, like the cars also aren't, and I know this is so stupid to complain about, but it's not like they're all seeing the toys get in there. And
right.
And also a great moment in the first one that, without explaining it too much to us, is like the huge truck that almost hits Woody. Mm-hmm. It pulls up and it's like only when he's unfrozen does he realize that a huge tire almost smashed him.
Yes. It's
like you fall where you are, which they reinforce with the new buzzes in this one.
Yeah.
Why did we all fall?
Yeah.
Why? So it's like, yeah, I guess that does happen. And that's why I feel like when they're scurrying around, like in 3, he kind of writes Bonnie's address quick. And you're like, you're getting risky with it.
Yeah.
But they aren't doing that. Like in 4, they're all just messing with the RV and stuff. And it's funny. I like to see a car like not drive right or whatever.
Sure.
But they're just like, Trixie is pretending to be the GPS voice. And the parents are like, why does it sound weird? It's like, dude, people like, you're making them just so stupid that it doesn't make sense. The logic is just gone.
That's the thing. And a lot of that happens in this one where like the dad doesn't know what he got his daughter, and I know that at least now they have the sort of everyone is mummified by tech.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, I get that. I like that. It's kind of at least a way around it where like,
and it is one of those like, you texted your parents something like, I thought you wanted this book, and
right.
You're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They're like, didn't you want this thing you sent? And there's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You go, okay, what? I'm not. So it's like, I don't know. She wanted me to put the stuff in but it is like so much texting between different things where you go, not one person was like, I didn't send, why are you here with these toys? You said you wanted them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, great franchise, huh?
So going through just like Toy Story 4, I was like, I can kind of enjoy it. But the biggest problem for me then was like, so it wraps it up so nicely in the third one. Mm-hmm. I'm like, now he's gone and like Buzz doesn't have him. They kind of get to say bye. And it also feels like they don't give them time to do that where it's like, that's Slinky Dog. You know what I mean?
His best friend.
And he's just like, I get it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're never going to see him again.
Yeah.
So they just leave so that he can be with Bo Peep.
Well, at least maybe when he comes back for a chance visit sometime, he'll at least have share a moment with old Slink.
This is where, on one hand, I was like, at least I know. So let's get into the Toy Story 5, huh?
The Toy Story 5 review starts now.
It starts with, I was looking into this, people are saying the 4th one looks so good. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, I don't know. Maybe this one's not so much about, it doesn't seem like this one's so much about the graphics and going to be so. I was like, okay. But it is like, it looks even better.
Of course.
And maybe it's just that they can just do it so easy. Cause at one point my betrothed leaned over and she goes, the blankets have fuzz.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, what the, cause like he wakes up on a deserted planet and I was like, is this the short? Are they doing like, they don't do a short?
My betrothed was like, I thought that was just like
a
funny thing at the beginning or whatever.
Where's their day and night or whatever? Like,
I was like, I don't think they do that anymore. But I haven't seen a Pixar movie, and
that's why I feel like I don't have much to say. But I also don't think they've been doing anything that I truly care about,
right?
Really. So that's why I still go see this, and I feel weird going to Pixar movies where I'm like, this one I have an excuse. I've spent a lot of money.
Sure,
people know like I gotta take my little boy to see Toy Story 5 or whatever. But I'm like, all right, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
They're on a deserted island. You've got all the Buzz toys, the smart Buzz toys, that are all synced up.
Yep.
I'm having fun here. And this is coming. I said, all right, we watched 4. I've got this sour taste in my mouth about this sort of existential crisis of
Yes.
all these characters. But I also like when there's a bunch of buzzes. And I knew I saw some of that in the trailer, but I stayed away from trailers. I didn't look at any reviews. I didn't want to know how is this being received? Who's in? I don't like when I have to think about. I like that Conan's in it, but when I have to think about when they're like, and we're gonna do this, and this person's gonna be in it, I just don't care because that's not the story to me.
Yeah,
are they doing the voices well? Am I just supposed to be excited that So I just can't do it.
Sure,
because I don't want to have that great. Keanu Reeves has to be in the whatever. So I like all the buzzes.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a funny, like something we haven't seen before. And like you get right away the tech thing, the tech angle. And yeah, like
which is true because I was like, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
If he was that big of a toy,
yeah, they'd update Buzz,
and they have the little star command thing, and
it's cool.
The star, which eventually leads into the sheriff's badge, which is the star, and you go, wow, they had this planned all along.
Yeah,
you see the Toy Story logo in the constellation, which becomes whatever the sky, and then we're with Bonnie. Yes, this is where I forget everything about the movie. I know we just talked about everything.
Yeah, we're with Bonnie.
They're playing in the yard.
Doing which is also something where I can't remember if they did it in 4. You can tell me. They do. While she's playing, it's kind of a different animation style of the scene she's playing out. Does that happen in 4?
We were talking about this, and because we watched the 4th one at 3 a.m, I was like, did she play with them that way? But they don't really play in a way. Like, maybe at the beginning, but there is a different look where I don't know if it's just like she's a girl, so she'd do it this way. But I like that it distinguishes from, the Andy thing in Toy Story 3, which is like the big, this is how he viewed it. It's like a huge Western epic and the pigs flying in, and it's sort of like realistic.
Yeah.
And then they cut out and it's like a camcorder in 1996. And it's like, as the years go by, and you're just like, oh, never die. It was weird. They'd already shown the movie title too, so it just kind of fades from that into like, and his dog's dead.
Yeah.
So whatever you like.
Sick.
It's just weird. But yeah, there's a new sort of like, this is her imagination.
Yeah. Which I don't mind. I like. But then you just rewatch.
And it's funny. I like when the kids play with the toys.
Yeah.
All that stuff's always funny.
Yeah. And it is some of the only moments we get the extra cast of the
Yeah, because what is she doing with Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head usually?
Right.
That's when he's like in 3, they sort of cull it down to where all that's left. You're like, you are? Like she really was like, I gotta keep Rex. Right. I like Rex, but she
haven't seen the movie.
Right.
She haven't seen the movie.
People have said online about Sid, he didn't know they're alive. They shouldn't be. Right. He's like he was just playing. They're not supposed to be alive.
But why would you destroy?
So they don't know Rex is like Wallace Shawn still sounds the same.
Yeah.
Somehow everyone else is like a gravel road.
Yeah.
Like, Woody.
Well, he always sounded and looked like that.
But it's like he's the one it's true.
Yeah.
But they keep him. They keep Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
And hey, I've read his essays on 9/11, so I know what I'm talking about.
You do. He sounds the same.
He sounds
here.
the same as his authorial voice about 9/11.
It was sad.
That's basically the gist of it. No, I didn't read it.
But it's a wedding, right?
Yes.
Forky and
Knife. I now pronounce you Forky and Knife.
Let me also say,
right?
I know it's not like all the names are crazy. Also, I'm not mad at Forky anymore as much as I was.
Oh.
I really don't care. Like when I saw it, I was like, great, there's a new freaking toy. And he's like,
yeah, you were mad at Forky.
It's like, it is important to her or whatever.
Yeah.
She made Forky. He's funny.
I always like Forky.
I like Forky. He's just like, he's not my Toy Story.
Sure.
So when you start adding in like the new guy,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like when people are mad about the new Muppet or whatever, whatever his name was in the Jason Segel one.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not just like have it be Kermit.
Yeah.
Like we don't care.
Yeah.
That's how I was with him. But I was like, you know what? Justice for Forky. He's fine.
Nice.
So I go into this one seeing him get married, and I say, good for him.
Good on you, old Fork.
But of course, it makes Buzz
realizes what we've all known, and he's known, and Jesse's known for 20 years now. He might like Jesse.
Jesse, you has gone. No, me gone to somehow. Still kind of a caveman.
Yeah.
It's like they forget. I just don't understand.
I don't know. Yeah.
Why does that happen?
And I know he kind of, I don't know. He had his arc, right? In 1 and 2 of kind of, he's the idiot outsider. But again,
But then he gets to lead the mission. They beat Zurg.
Right. And that kind of completes his story arc. And then he's just one of the toys, I guess.
Yeah.
But in my mind, no. It's a two-man group, and the rest is supporting cast. Woody, and then to a lesser extent Buzz, and then the rest. Which
we do need to go see sometime. I think they stopped doing that though.
Yeah.
The 2-man group.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
I auditioned for him once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So we get the sort of, and why do we need to pair all the toys up?
No.
Like he's got Bo Peep. Now he needs to be with Jesse.
That's
the knife and the fork are getting married.
Yeah.
The cow jumped over the moon. Okay.
And it's all very kind of not woke.
No, it's a very hetero.
Yeah.
I think that's something that Disney was probably like, you're not having
Fork marry Spork, because we got the rights this time.
It's very, when everything else around it feels like they're trying to do and then there's like maybe a gay couple in Lightyear, which no one saw. So to just be mad at it, you're doing the Barbara Streisand thing.
Yeah.
Where, her house. Where you go, oh, there's a gay person. We should be mad.
Right.
Just don't, why would you talk about it?
Yeah. If you
don't cut it out. Maybe if they see it, they go, huh, seems normal.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I don't know how much of that is blowback from that.
I also saw an interview with Tim and Tom, but Tim was
Woody.
He was talking. He was like, I always wondered what is Buzz based on? Like what's the toy? He having no clue that is a movie that came out. I guess, or like because there was a huge and I think he even spoke on it of like, yeah, of course. I'm the voice of the toy. I'm not the voice of the guy. Like there was a whole thing of like, shouldn't it be Tim Allen who's the voice of the guy? Because it's the thing. It's the movie that the toy is based on. And then now even he's like, I always wonder what the toy's based on. Like he doesn't even know that happened.
That can't be true. And it's like Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. The cartoon was like Patrick Warburton.
Yeah,
where it's like a whole thing like this is the show.
Yeah, and it's awesome cartoon.
Yeah. I never finished Lightyear.
Never even started it.
Yeah.
But anyway, just funny that everyone like got bonked on the head.
And it's like, you do know. I know you're saying you don't.
Yeah.
But you do. Where did that come from? Also, it's like someone's imagination. It's a space guy.
He's just weird.
Something's going on with them.
But okay, so they're playing and Bonnie sees the twins across the street.
Yes.
And it makes her... Yeah, maybe they're not twins. I think they're just...
Why'd you say... Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think it's just like kids.
I think
like
they are
siblings.
Twins. Yeah, they're twins.
Okay. The twins are across the street.
And she's like... and hides behind a tree. And they're like... Bonnie doesn't want to ask them to be friends. And Buzz... And they're like... Buzz, why do you sound like that? We're gonna go help Bonnie ask them to be friends.
Didn't you kind of have like a cowboy accent in the set? Can someone remind these people how to talk in the booth?
I don't know. I will say, for as much as a kid, I was mad at Jesse because as a kid, I was just like, "Hey, don't break up my friends." I get it. Her story is tragic. I grew to love Jessie.
Yes, we are mad no more at Jessie. Justice for Jessie. Is it?
She is still one of the most annoying characters in all of cinema to me. But in this, less so.
Well, you know why that is? She looks different. She sounds different.
And they were probably like, hey, since you're the main character now for some reason, let's tone it down a little, hey, sweetheart?
I don't think she can. They're all 75 years old.
think that's
So she's just
probably
like, Barney wasn't going to play with me
They all have
no
to
more.
keep their fucking partials in. So they're talking so... Everyone's talking so slow. But
It's wild.
so Jessie runs over with Bullseye to get the kids somehow. I don't know, I'm going to find a way to get them to come over to have Bonnie ask them to play.
Yeah, if I'm out there, she'll have to ask them to play. Okay.
Which, remember that, because in 3 hours when we're done talking about the movie, it worked.
Yeah. But
That's what's cool.
But she picks up little Jessie and then hides behind it.
Yes.
And this is where I turned to my partner. Loud as can be. Wait, she was over here. No, I waited a little bit while longer because I said I could be wrong about this, but I said, do you think she's autistic? She goes, yeah. I think she's autistic.
Okay.
I think that's what she's talking through it's not just that she's shy.
Right.
Because they keep talking about how I'm not, if anyone's like, how could he say I'm not
asshole.
I think that's what they're trying to
imply without
you sit through 2 Inside Out movies about kids' problems. I can't say that. She's got rainbow socks on. They keep talking about how she's not like other kids.
Right. She's special, I think.
She plays with her. She's got this she can do this, but she has a hard time talking to kids. It's not just that she's shy. It's like she can do it through the toy or whatever.
Sure.
She's got something going on.
And that could be autism, or it could be just she's a little different. That's what they used to call it back in my day.
Yeah.
We didn't have to put labels on everything. Like,
I didn't. You were the one that called them the Tylenol twins or whatever.
by the way, I don't want to be friends with them. They look weird.
No, I could not. I was not hanging out with the kids in my neighborhood, by the way. No. I don't need those kids.
Because then, I mean, I was, and that's everyone, they just come over and knock on your door and like, hey, can you play? And you're like, no, I'm busy. But you have to. Sometimes you just have to, because they're like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And you're like, you're right. I'm not doing anything.
Your neighbor's just outside on your lawn. She's like, oh, well, okay, I guess I'll go out there.
This again. Or you're playing with one of them and the other one finds out. And then it's,
By the way, I found out my mom's like, our neighbor, remember our neighbor, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. She's going to run into her. I go, yeah, run into her. So, her kid, her son? I'm like, yeah, we slept over at this house, played all the time, whatever. It's like 5 years younger than us. She's like, he has 2 kids and he's married. And I was like, that's it for him? it's over. I was like, gifted one of those game over shirts. I'm just like, he's like younger than us. She's like, yeah, isn't that crazy? I was like, well, I got to go see Toy Story 5. I'm a little busy.
Now box up all my toys from when I was a kid.
I see you already have, because there's mold on them. Can't breathe.
So Jessie goes over to, she has autism.
Yep.
Jessie goes over and she finds all of the old toys out in the yard because she sees the twins sitting on their phones and their tablets playing games, not talking. They're not playing. They're just sitting there doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. And then the toys rise from the ground.
Well, that's kind of fun, because a Toy Story movie should have a little bit something scary, huh?
Something scary needs to happen, and you want to be surprised at something talking, where you go, the turtle sandbox.
That's a toy?
Why wouldn't it talk?
Of course it would.
That's a toy? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it would talk. And then they kind of shake out of the ground the way the truck does really bad in the first one. Mm-hmm. You go, God, they really can do it now. So they do that, and they go, it's tech. Tech is everywhere. And now I'm I don't want to be annoyed. I'm here with my friends, by the way.
Sure.
And I for some reason I forgot, like, I saw lily pad in the marketing and stuff, and I go, I don't care.
You didn't even know it was about tech?
I did, but I just like, I put it out of my mind because
Sure.
I said, I don't know who like the big bad is in this. Because I know Woody's in a poncho and he's bald.
Mhm.
So, something happens. There's a bunch of buzzes running around.
Yeah.
I see this. Then I see that they're selling the tablet, which is weird where I go,
Yeah.
isn't the point, like I would assume the point is you got to play with your toys. And then you see like Kohl's has a lily pad.
Yeah. A little mixed messaging there, guys.
So I go, oh yeah, it's tech because of freaking, I guess they just woke up.
Hmm.
Like this was a thing when the fourth one came out.
Yeah.
You know, like this was the thing when the third one came out.
Yeah.
I said iPad kids are in like middle school.
iPad kids are like, iPads are gross. You know, by now they're like, I don't use an iPad. You know,
iPad kids are like working at the smoothie place where they can't look me in the eye
Yeah.
to tell me when it says I said, yeah, order for Joey. They're like, yeah, so we actually we don't have the greens mix.
That's the problem because they're iPad kids. They never played with another kid.
Why'd you tell me my order was ready?
That's why this, even though it may be a little late.
What can we do for you, by the way? What can we put something else in there for you? I said, do you have spinach? She goes, yeah. I go, do you have kale? Yeah. I go, could you put those in there? Isn't that the greens mix? But then they're looking at you like annoyed because they're like tall high schoolers.
Yeah.
The guy's got this little tiny mustache
Yeah.
just right here. And he's like, I have a good one. Like, fuck you. I had to go record this podcast about Toy Story.
What?
But we've had this, it's sort of the old person, which I'm scared to get to, where you think your big new idea is like, dude, we've been knowing this. It was weird they still all play with toys in the last couple.
Yeah. But I think that's why they do. It is interesting that they pivot to maybe she is sort of spectrumy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like I said, while you were doing your diatribe about the smoothie place,
I didn't hear if you said anything. I was seeing red. I wasn't
that's
seeing
a different
green.
Pixar movie. They do, even if it might be a little bit late, it's an important sort of message, or not even message, but an important thing for Toy Story to tackle as far as they are constantly, the threat of Buzz to Woody is that he's the cool new toy. So
Right.
of course you have to have, what's the cool new toy now? It's not a toy. It's everything, as Woody says, one of his 3 lines that he gets.
It's just funny it's happening to all of them at the same time,
Yeah.
where it's like, we just realized. But I do like when she goes to the roof and you see just like all the screens and all the...
That's
you're
cool.
like, scary.
And then when they do get in contact with Woody and he's helping the little peanut guy out of the thing,
Yeah.
which is funny.
Nutcase or whatever.
Yeah.
Mr. Nutcase.
And he's holding him like a baby. He just fell asleep. That's all funny stuff. They don't give Key and Peele any lines.
No, they couldn't get him for a day because they don't do anything together anymore.
Yeah, they can't talk to each other, even on as fake things.
Yeah, where they are going to the studio 2 years apart from each other.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, they're
Yeah,
funny in the other one.
They're really funny in the other one, but that I don't know.
They're kind
I don't need them.
No. So, but
Stay
it is
at the carnival.
It's kind of like a sort of an apocalyptic thing, which is kind of cool, and it doesn't really keep that energy though. But that's how I was feeling. Like she just found out the world is ending, and now we're seeing the fallout, like in the real world of like this guy.
This is what I like because watching the fourth one, I realized because it's sort of. I said this is like sort of Walking Dead-esque. Or Bone Temple-esque, I guess, which I'll get to.
No.
But I said as we get through these, we sort of start to get to like who's the new guy in town where you go, Lotso.
Yeah.
He's like, I was in Deliverance. Nothing bad can, where it's like, oh, now you find out he's a monster. Now there's like this woman with her little like ventriloquist henchmen who have had they can't speak because
Yeah.
you go, this is sort of like they meet this other like person in this apocalyptic world. So when that sort of carries over to this one, I was like, okay. Also, like you said, it becomes clear that this is pretty much mirroring 1995. What was the thing? Like, oh, to a guy from 1955, it's like a toy with lights.
Yeah.
Where now it is,
Yeah.
you know, all this stuff.
Yep.
And so she is Woody, Lily Pad is Buzz,
Yes.
and it's just, but it's like she's also from 1950s,
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, but because we just have to think of something to do with one of the main people.
Yeah.
But there's that going on, and then we also at the same moment, you know, they reach out to Woody, and I go, whew, because in my head I feel like he can still. I know Duke is like, long time, little girl.
Yeah.
But like he can still talk to them. They know where each other is. I don't want to think about that walkie-talkies don't work that far away.
Yeah.
You know.
That stuff doesn't matter. But just that they could
I go, okay, if
talk.
they need him, he's there for them.
But I don't love that also, which I was only thinking about this afterwards of like, why did they do that? And I realized Jesse calls him and says something about, I need a deputy or whatever, but she's deputized Buzz. There's all this sort of hierarchy thing of where she's the sheriff now and Buzz is her deputy. So he watches everyone while she's gone or whatever. The fun of the hierarchy of the first couple is that like they all have their place. You know, Woody's like
the thing, like that's it's
Slinky,
just
get to this.
Yeah,
You
it's just
guys
part
get
of
that.
them.
Yeah.
And when Buzz comes in, it's like, okay, even if he does take over, there's no like you're listening. It's just like we like Woody's the sheriff.
Yes.
So then it becomes that, and then there is the. Now you also have a star, so people know you're my head. It's like, why do you need two? Like, it's not like it's an actual bad town.
Right.
It's just like he would gather them to talk about what's going on in the week or whatever.
Yeah.
But there is that very, I don't know, with the walkie-talkies, then it cuts out.
That's the thing. So that's where I'm like, so Woody, actually what she says isn't what Woody hears. They try to do that thing
what's
where
annoying, which is Mater in Cars 2, where he does something that they perceive as like he did something bad.
Yeah.
And he's too idiotic. He's too stupid to say, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
What happened was I told him not to go in there.
I've never seen it.
But what you heard was go in my rear.
Right.
He's going up there like my doctor. So he's like, he says, she's telling him to back up. So she just, all he hears is back up, deputy. And he's like, she needs me.
Yeah.
It's like,
but that's what
said so monotone, also like, back up, deputy.
Yeah.
And he's like,
she needs a deputy.
that's what, like, they needed you before.
That's the thing. And then also like, I just don't buy that. Because then the whole time Woody and Buzz are fighting, which is like Potato Head says later. I think it's Potato Head. It's nice to see them fighting again. That's kind of funny. But I don't get why, as the movie was going, I was like, why are they fighting? Why does Sheriff Woody, who's off doing, he said, I don't even want to be a toy anymore. Why does he care if he's the deputy? And why does Buzz even think that he's the deputy? What is this sort of miscommunication that's happening? But it is because of that phone call.
Like, she called me back to be her deputy.
Yeah.
But Buzz is like, but I'm her deputy. So I don't know. Could someone ask someone, or
and it's just
who cares?
Who gives a shit? Because you're both going to do the thing anyway. It's like, it's such a, like, it's one of those things that wouldn't have happened in one of the earlier ones. That is like, we don't need this. This makes it muddy and unclear.
Or they solve it in 2 seconds where they go, you know, no one said there can't be two deputies. And he's like, Buzz, you goddamn right.
I don't know. It just seemed like a needless thing. Like, how about they just call him for help and he comes?
Well, here's the problem. They didn't need him.
That's right.
I think as we find out throughout the movie, like I might be forgetting something, but what's something that Woody does other than is there for us?
Right. To be like, hey, my guy.
Yeah.
Nothing. Because even at the end, when Bo Peep comes to pick him back up, he's like, well, see you later, guys.
Yeah, they're getting married. And he's like, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't even stay. I mean, I know he can't or whatever because Bonnie,
Well, I know they're not going to do like at the end of everyone and go, good looking out, kid. Like
Right.
they have to say goodbye for the last time again.
Right.
But there was just no, like, I gotta go back out there.
Yeah.
But also, where are they? Aren't they traveling with the carnival?
I don't know.
Like they can just make it back in the skunk trunk.
But my point is, Bonnie picks him up and she's like, so, cowboy, did you help everyone out or whatever? And he's like, no.
Yeah.
Basically is the thing is like, actually, no.
It's one of the bad storytelling things of like, he's not, there's no progression through him. Nothing he's doing, maybe other than like fighting, but it's like when they jump on the truck or the car, it's him and Bud. Like,
yeah,
the stuff they're doing, he's just
also there.
So it's like he's not, the choices being made isn't like without him making that choice. I feel like, there might be something he said, but it just feels like he was so passive.
Yeah.
And at the same time, so is like Buzz also kind of is.
Yeah.
Because they're doing that stuff. And it's like Jessie's doing her own thing.
Yeah.
They just need to like text on the lily pad.
Yeah.
But it's like Woody has the idea, I guess, to like unplug.
That's the only thing I can think of where like that was his idea. But also it was like, I think probably Buzz could have.
Someone would have figured it out.
And hey, again, I love my man Woody. I want to see him. I just wish he had something more to do if you're going to bring him back, which I think is Tom Hanks's point where it was like, I think they probably don't need me anymore.
It feels...
You could get new toys in here and do the same shit.
Feels different that because he's just like a guy now, which is that's the thing with all these Lego sequels.
Yes.
That we like the guy. So what do we do with him? What do we do?
Now that he's old.
What you did with him was Toy Story 1.
Right.
Like that's him. In Toy Story 2, you get... And I like when he shows up and he's fun. Like he walks funny in the room. He's like, hey, how we doing?
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
And he sticks his gut out and whatever. Okay, we all saw him again. Mm-hmm. He's I know he's not going to get older or...
Yeah.
Whatever. Or maybe there's a B plot where he's doing something else and I don't know, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because finally there at the end, he and Buzz go jump on the car and they go do their thing. But they are usually the ones to go do the thing. And maybe it's just a product of the fact that like, well, everything it does come down to texting now. Right. So because we're dealing with tech, we now have to do what you do with tech, which is sit in a room and like wait for other people to text you and text other people, which just kind of sucks as a device for...
Yeah.
Because usually these movies are... And there was, when Jessie first goes out to the sleepover and then she jumps out of the car because Bonnie says she doesn't want her and all that stuff. And you're just like... And my betrothed looked at me and was like, I forget how stressful these movies are because you're just like, how the hell is this little toy who's now clear over here got to get back to the little town that she needs to be in?
That's what I was like, when I watch these, I'm supposed to be having fun. All I can think of is all the other kids' toys who weren't so lucky, where one just goes missing or gets ran over or whatever.
Yep.
So I'm like, I don't need to be thinking about this.
No.
It's not real. But in like 3, when Woody tries to escape the prison of the daycare and he flies and he lands and then it takes him up into the air and it shakes him around and he lands in the tree with his string so he's stuck.
Yeah.
But then happens to come face to face with Bonnie where you go, all right, now he's going to be in her backpack. And even then he's just like, it's like kind of like annoying to them.
Yeah.
You go, that's fun.
That is because I don't know.
But that's an adventure. That's Tom Cruise. Sorry, Ethan Hunt, excuse me, jumping out of a window. That's, it's Indiana Jones jumping over something, not knowing
what's
I don't know if I'm going to live.
Yes.
I have to do this thing.
Yeah. I love that. That's when they're at their best. So I love Jessie jumping out of the car and, who knows what's going to happen next. It is stressful, but it is the excitement of it. Mm-hmm. But what?
Well, you get to see Bullseye climb up the tree. Funny.
Oh yeah, that's
he doesn't know how to, and so they get up there.
Well, okay, so yeah, I guess Woody and Buzz don't really get to have a moment like that because even when they do go to save Jessie, they're still just watch.
They're hiding watching it happen.
Yeah. And then
And they're like, I don't understand.
right.
Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you understand?
You haven't gone through 4 movies where this exact same thing happened to all of you.
I don't know about all that. Now, I feel like to this point with Toy Story 4, I was laughing I'm like, they are comedies too. This felt
Yes.
like I wasn't really laughing. It wasn't like they were making bad jokes. They just weren't making jokes.
Yeah.
And they started to do something that annoyed my disturbed. My
It disturbed your
I
betrothed.
finished the movie so late. My disturbed
betrothed.
was, well,
Disturbed.
by her name, Disturbed. Which I said, I know. And I was like, it is a kid's movie, but we learn that, Jessie has had, Emily writes her name
on her
and her address
Yes.
on her.
Yes.
So we cut back to this fateful day where I thought I wouldn't have to watch this scene again.
Right.
She writes her name on there and you go, okay, I guess this is in a spot where we haven't seen it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But then
Never
they
brought it up.
show it to us.
18 trillion times.
Yeah, where you go, well, and we haven't seen it once before. Not once has this come up.
Yeah.
But now it needs, now people need to say. So instead of just saying, I used to have an owner, like she used to,
Right.
she goes, I used to have a kid.
Yeah.
And shows them her flap.
Every time.
I'm like, you can't be showing people your flap talking about how you
No.
had kids.
Not when you've been yassified with your cheek fillers and your pink lipstick.
We've already yassified Bo Peep. She's out being a feminasty out in the woods.
She got yassified. Now we yassified Jessie. Her face is fuller. She got that buccal fat removal where your cheeks are slimmer, but your the sides are slimmer, but she got the cheek filler, so the big puffy part of your cheek is bigger and a little more red.
Well, that's why Buzz is sort of
he's like, I know I've been thinking this for years, but I gotta put a ring on it.
The same we get, the more I like you. The same we. She doesn't really do an accent either. She used to be kind of country. Now she's like, what if she's like Emily and doesn't want me?
Yeah, she's just
doing Joan.
She's just doing Joan, and that's okay.
But also,
we love it. We're loving Joan.
We also are introducing characters to. I want to see Ham. I want to hear Slinky, even though he's also now 100. They replaced him with another 100-year-old guy from the first 2. So now it's like, I'm doing him now. Yeah. It's like, that crap. He didn't sound like that before either, though.
I think that probably is why they didn't have him go like, Woody!
Yeah. Golly, Bombowdy.
But don't you think, when Woody shows up in the doorway, don't you think we get a little moment with, hey, Slinky, old boy?
Yeah, and it's like, shing, 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 shing,
yeah,
shing, shing.
His little...
His tail, he's scratching his
That was
foot.
his dude.
Yeah.
He's the only one that, remember, and Mr. Potato Head kisses his own ass when Slinky's standing up for him.
There used to be when we were watching them,
adult jokes,
so many
classic,
where you go, just show this to people and go, did this turn you into a monster?
Right. No, it turned me into the best guy ever.
Yeah. And it's like, I didn't
just look at me.
I didn't get the jokes. I remember him doing that, kissing his butt.
Yeah.
And at some point I probably realized he's kissing his butt. That's funny. But that's not, I don't know. They do all the adult jokes. Yeah, and then you find out I'm a married spud is the funniest thing. They're all kind of horny.
Yeah.
He's like, move over for the single guy.
And then in the second one, when Jessie does the same, she jumps on the same Hot Wheels track.
Yeah, and his wings pop up.
Yeah. He pops one.
There was something in the third one where Lotso takes Mrs. Potato Head's mouth because she's talking. She's like, "You leave my husband." He's like, "Hey, nobody takes my wife's mouth except me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Is that she's giving him lip or what?" It's getting weird. But it's you can do something for the parents. They're all sitting there with their kids
talking
at jet level decibels just behind us.
Yeah.
Give us something.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything like that except for Jessie then. So Bonnie gets the lily pad. Jesse confronts it. The lily pad gets friends for her on the lily pad network. And she gets invited to a sleepover. Bonnie goes. Jesse packs herself. Bonnie gets there with her toys.
And you know she's going to get bullied.
Yes.
That you're like, okay,
she's autistic.
I said if I was those little kids. But you're like, they haven't touched on this. Like, Andy was just whatever.
Yeah, because back then you could just play with your toys.
Yeah. That's what as a straight white male, you were like, of course. Who would bully me?
Who would bully? Yeah.
But then they slowly bring in old Bonnie, who I think people were like, they gave her more to do with this one, because I think even in the fourth one, it's like, why do I don't know who this is.
Yeah. She's just kind of a
she's
stand-in.
not Andy.
Well, also that became it became so much about the toys being humans more than like the toys are here to be for the kid. So, but yeah, now they give Bonnie. Also, the other thing is like Andy grew up in 10 years to go to college, and Bonnie has.
That's why I'm like, why
kind of gotten younger or like more immature.
Yeah, what's the timeline with her story?
I don't know.
It's weird.
And then her only friend is someone who's like 10 years older than her. We'll get there.
But she's going to get, I'm like, okay, they haven't touched on this or this idea that like, yeah, kids playing with toys. It's not like I played with these. Like with Andy, I played with them. Then I put them in the toy chest. Also watching the third one. I'm like, why isn't Buzz glowing in the dark? And I go, he's been in the toy chest so long, because then at the end he is glowing. You're just like, oh my god, they thought of everything. And they meant it, unlike these new ones. But you go, okay, there would be that, oh, you still play with toys? You've had something similar happen to you about 5 years ago. But like, that is something, especially now, if people have you don't have the newest whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have the newest iPhone. Like, kids are assholes.
Yeah.
And we don't see that. We just see the innocent, and then we see them as like the most nice young man you've ever met, giving his toys away.
Here you go.
These served me well. Now they're yours. But we don't get, so it's like, okay, yeah, they would bully her. Yeah. And they're like making fun of her on the chat. I'm like, okay, chat, you have to go. So,
and yes, that in particular hit me on a deep level, because now luckily when I was caught,
it's like your doctor did.
When I was caught by bullies playing with action figures, it was with my other friend. So I at least had another friend where we both looked at each other and just walked home.
Yeah, and could go throw the toys away together.
And to our credit, we were making a funny film with them.
Right.
We weren't just playing with them. We were doing it for art.
You're sort of like a young McKenna Harris and Andrew Stanton, aren't you?
I thought so. But then we got bullied and we put our toys away.
Yeah.
And now look at us.
Exactly. You should, yeah. It ruins a person.
So we should have just kept playing.
Morally corrupt. So yeah,
so she says, Dad, I don't want these stupid toys. Jesse and Bullseye throw them back in the car. Jesse and Bullseye jump out. An old couple. Now this was funny.
Yeah.
The old couple finds them, sees the address. She was like, yeah, that's not far from here.
You like to say homo naked?
They're funny.
Slinky dogs there.
That was some good stuff between those two.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want them to take them home or something.
I know. Sometimes they bring people in where I'm just like, that's it? Because then you're left with some other people who go, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're leaving me? Yes.
So they throw her in Emily's old house.
Did you think
of course
we were going to see old Emily?
I thought for sure. And I thought Jesse would put the pieces together too.
I thought she already had.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was also stupid. That she belonged. We belong together. It's you and your friend Buzz, two brain cells colliding in the dark. You know,
because she kept showing this address, and we know that they know addresses.
Yeah, they know so, which is part of what's funny.
And they can hear the lady say, "Oh, look, her address. That's close to here." Whatever, right? So I thought, like, is Jesse going to? I don't know. It just didn't seem like.
I don't know, man.
Like, is she thinking, oh my God, what if Emily's still there? Now, later when we find out what happened to Emily, She's like, no, that can't be possible. This was such a long time ago. So I guess maybe she was just like, no, she moved, obviously.
I don't know, because do they get like? Well, she would be like, I don't know. People live in houses. I mean, I forgot it's like 50, but I was like, what was it? I thought I didn't think it was like the 50s.
No,
because she was made in the 50s.
Same. I thought it was. I mean,
I thought it was like Flower Power. I thought it was the Recess movie music video for My Tambourine or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Where the big guys playing the tambourine
For sure, dude.
My tambourine. I thought it was that time, dude.
No, dude.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre just came out. We're all like,
Well, I don't know. Still,
but I thought we were gonna like, the camera's gonna pan up. You're gonna hear an acoustic guitar. And you see an absolutely snatched redhead playing the guitar. It's Taylor Swift doing her song from the credits.
Right.
And that's Emily.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to be mad.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be like, she's going to be there. She's going to be happy to see her. Like, what the, how'd this happen? But like, oh, good. But we don't get that. And maybe that's, because that does feel a little like, what do people want? I mean, I know that's what they're doing with this movie is like, who else is broken?
Right.
Who else have we been told they're fine and we need to let actually they're still worried about X.
Yeah.
Because this also, I have a question about Toy Story 4, if I may, for you and for this one, because they're related. This idea that like Woody is like, I just loved Andy. Like his mom says old family toy. He's an original. He's gone through, I know it's like maybe Andy was the best, but it's like
he's been played by others.
We bun done this. We bun done this. So why are you so hung up on this other than the fact that we're filming it so you need to act extra about it?
Well, Andy was the best. He played in a way that no one else played.
I know, but like he's acting like I don't know what to do now. It's like you do what you did with the other ones.
Right.
So now we have this with like, was Emily her first kid?
Well, with 4, the thing is he didn't know until Bo Peep showed him. He didn't know that was even an option. I think was the whole thing. Like he needed that to be unlocked for him. That like, no, you don't have to be this one thing.
But so all toys can just decide like, no.
I'm just telling you what the movie says. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think people should be one thing and one thing only their whole life.
Thank you. This is why you're so mad about that Spectrum talk.
Yeah.
And not the... He's mad about something with his wireless carrier.
Yeah, it's
not the Wi-Fi.
Pissing me off.
Yeah.
Jesse goes into the house.
Hey, everybody, it's me. No, they don't. They see a big horse.
Oh, that's
right.
Hey,
it's a big horse.
That's right. They get. They're like, take me to the city, and it goes the other way.
Horse. Yeah. Funny. Into the house.
Then we meet Blaze.
Not yet. We meet Jimmy Dean.
Oh, yes.
Because they crash into the thing.
Crash into the hay.
Big thing come out. Then
I think we meet Blaze.
No. Wait. Yes. Then we meet Blaze.
Because Blaze takes Bullseye.
Yeah. Bullseye. No. Not in the house. To put with other horses.
Yep.
Then we meet the pig. Sorry.
Then Jimmy Dean comes on. She's like, you can help me.
Aren't you named after, the meat product? It's weird. Like,
yeah.
It's funny when Ham does it. Mm-hmm. He's always like, triple ply polyethylene. Like, he's mad about the trash bag they're stuck in.
Yeah.
Or just like, God, look at this crap. Like, it's the perfect, just like dad guy that just knows about whatever
Yeah.
Because it's so like dry when he says stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, why does he know? It's just so funny.
Yeah. But she knows Jimmy Dean's sausage.
I guess. It's
like the
weird. Oh. Well, she knows one thing. So he picks her up, runs her to the house. Not that house. Go inside. What do we see?
It's some old toys in a little old playhouse. We've got a Combat Carl.
Pizza with sunglasses.
A couple other ones, and then Smarty Pants, who's low on battery. So it is Conan O'Brien doing his drunk character, which is funny. I'm laughing. I like Smarty Pants.
I didn't realize right away. I didn't know he was like a potty training thing.
Oh yeah.
So then I put I put 1 and 2 together, I guess. Are we going to have a bunch of toilet jokes? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of it's sort of a low hanging fruit for an entire character, but they do it in a way is fine.
It worked for me mostly because I think Conan did do.
That's the thing. I go,
great.
what if this wasn't Conan? It's just a guy going number 1, but he is so crazy.
Yeah.
Where like I feel like he was so excited to do this. He's like, well, what is it? Number 1 or number 2? Like
he's
going insane. And
there was even, I can't remember what it was, but he was like, oh, I think he's like, I am a toilet training toy or whatever. He did all of the stuff that you want Conan to do. So I'm happy.
She's jumping on me like,
yeah.
I think that's why that worked.
It worked for me.
And it's like it sends emails and stuff.
That's where I'm like, no, obviously it doesn't do that.
But it's like it has peripherals. It's like Snappy hooks into it. But it's like a proto phone or something, like for a kid.
Yeah, there's
a GPS one. Why does a kid need that?
Yeah, Atlas, the GPS.
But they have to be plugged into it to work that way, or
the camera, fine. The Atlas GPS is like, well, you needed. That's kind of reverse engineered because you need them to know how to get somewhere later in the movie. I know what you're doing here, and then it did seem kind of like. They're like, well, Smarty Pants, the potty training, that's funny. But at some point they were like, we need them to be able to communicate.
So it receives emails. Yeah. It's like, how do you respond on it?
He just responds.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not how that works.
No, I don't think
like he's hooked to Wi-Fi
to
do that stuff where he's got like one line that simple text can come up on.
Yeah. I don't
The way they built it up also was like, yeah, you can play a game. You can like hit number 1 or number 2, like hit the number 2, wherever it is. It's like, that's what it can do.
Yeah.
And his whole thing is like, he looks like a toilet paper roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand the building in, I don't know, all these components. Cause then as they start doing that other stuff, I was like, wait, what? They don't say that up front.
Right.
It just starts to happen that like, oh, you can also connect because she finds out he is an Eggman product.
Yeah.
Which is the name of the moving truck in the first one. I don't know if you caught that.
No.
We were watching it because the moving truck, I just thought it was weird when we watched it.
Yeah.
I was like, Eggman. Eggman moving. And my betrothed was like, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know. I was like, it's got to be something. But then it's like Eggman makes all the tech in this one. They're like the Apple.
Right.
I go, why is it Eggman? That was the moving company. Also in the first one, Binford Tools. Catch that? They like having a little bit of fun with these movies.
Of course.
But I don't understand how they went on to build like Lily Pad and that it can connect to that. That gets a little, all the buzzes can connect to it too.
That's a little convenient.
Because they're also older tech. I thought the idea was like they're tech, but they're supposed to be dumb tech, where she's like, I hate all tech. I hate tech. I hate tech. We go, we know.
Yeah.
But these are like, not really. It can take bad photos, even though it can zoom in really far and show you whatever.
Yeah, sometimes it's crystal clear.
But like, they're able to just do the same stuff somehow.
Yeah. It's a little convenient, eh?
Yeah, I do like the Conan's funny, Smarty Pants, and when they play together, he just is Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Wild.
He has the hair.
He's got the hair and like his Oscar suit. I know it's just a suit, but like he just looks like him.
Yeah. I'm fine with all that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, kind of nothing's happening in that's the main story, and the B story is Woody and Buzz are trying to figure out how to unplug the lily pad. And kind of that's it. Like Bonnie is getting bullied online a little bit and doesn't even realize that Jesse and Bullseye are gone. The lily pad has texted Bonnie's dad to
put them in the garage. Put the toys in the garage.
Put the toys in the garage, but luckily Buzz and Woody happened to fall under the bed or something. I don't even think that was like a choice, was it?
I don't know if they don't get caught.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it
something
was.
that. And again, I don't know. Like in the first couple, it's like, they're coming back. Everyone to your places. They don't care about that anymore.
No.
Which I think, they have the excuse of everyone's looking at their phone. Like no one really knows where stuff is anymore. Which, okay, but it is like every single time you walk into a room, the toys are in a different spot.
Yeah, they're just laying wherever.
I don't know.
Which I thought was the thing with like, so I go, well, I don't know. Maybe it's because like they're kids, so they're messy. But you go, but that was not with Andy.
Yeah, Andy was.
They run back, so it's like, why wouldn't and the dad doesn't look for the other toys?
Right.
He's just like, okay, whatever's in my eye line that my like 3-year-old daughter just texted me, put my toys in the garage.
Yeah.
He doesn't go like, hey, what's up?
Right.
Because aren't they? They're supposed to care like about their daughter.
Sure.
They don't seem to care that much that she's just. They never say anything like, hey, you're looking at this thing all the time now.
Right. Well, because they're on it. They're on theirs.
Everyone's just like a bad parent.
Yeah.
Like the dad's on the Zoom call all the time or whatever.
Yeah.
Look at the background. You go, man, this is depressing. Is this how people are? You go, yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Because now they do run through someone's house at some point and no one notices because they're all looking at their devices. Yeah. I don't know. Because it's not like we need to get her to. Because at one point he's like, screen time's over. She goes, okay. Like she kind of finishes what she's doing. But if she needs to be on it, she can. They don't seem to. Because they didn't get her one earlier.
Right.
Like, we can't be getting her a lily pad. Are you freaking nuts?
Yeah.
And then they do and just let her stay on it forever.
Yeah. That's the. Well, they say, like, you can kind of hear it fading out when they first get it. It's like, you can set it up now, but we're going to have some strict screen time for them. And then it's like the montage of her just being on it endlessly, which I think is, I'm sure to the parents in the crowd, they're like, oh my gosh, this is so us.
Hit me.
We ruined our kids.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel seen.
I wish they I wish they did. I think I saw a parent get on their phone during the movie because they're also brain dead.
Yeah.
Just overpopulating the world for no reason. With their shitty little loud kids.
And meanwhile, we forget we have to cut back to the Buzzes who are making their way to Star Command.
But so with this, I was also wondering in Toy Story 3, we get Buzz gets opened up and switched to demo mode.
Right.
So they reset him and you kind of see that he has batteries. So it's like, okay, Buzz has batteries.
That's new.
Do those ever need to be replaced?
Right.
How does the voice box work?
Right.
When they show Gabby's, it's just sort of like, I don't know. She's like, I'm from the 50s too. It's like, do those have batteries? What, like,
No,
how the hell did that work?
Record player in there.
Isn't that weird? It's like a. So Buzz has batteries.
Yeah.
Don't need to be replaced, I guess, ever, or unless Andy was just always replacing them.
Yeah.
Or he has to find some now, or whatever. Smarty Pants is gonna die because he's low on batteries.
Uh-huh.
But the Buzzes, they're just fine.
Well, they're new. They're fully charged. They come charged in the box.
But what's the time span? Because not to jump too far ahead, but I know if you spend $1,000 on a drone, it's like a 30-minute. It's can fly for 30 minutes, charge for 6.5 hours.
Yeah,
they're just doing whatever.
Yeah.
Where I go, so why was Smarty Pants dying?
Well,
he's still alive.
Come on, man.
He's not, but then like Lily Pad needs power, but it's still a toy.
You can't be thinking this hard.
When you're going to have, here's the tech. How do we kill it? You got to turn the battery off. So are the Buzzes. You can't have.
True.
It doesn't work for them that way.
True. And the Buzzes introduced an interesting idea too, where they are tech sentient because of their tech. But then when they fall over they're at like a shipping yard and they all fall over when a human comes in, and they're like, why did we fall? Why did we fall? Why? And they realize like, oh, it's our protocol to not let a human see us or whatever, but they don't understand it. And that's interesting in a way, but they don't really explore it, where it's like, why are they a toy, but also the tech? But again, like Lilypad is the same way, where it's
is it just because it has a face? Like what else can just be alive in the world?
Yeah. Because they kind of are alive.
Mm-hmm.
Secondary to being in Toy Story, a live toy. They are alive in the way that, like, okay, these can interact with stuff and whatever. So it's interesting, but again, I just don't think it does anything with it.
No, but that's why it's cool, because it's like, yeah, how would a toy know unless it knows it's a toy?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get that too much with like, how did Woody know he's a toy, but Buzz thinks he's from planet Glargon?
Right.
How do they know that they can't be seen by humans? It's just like, that's the way that toys are.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I think they had to do this to show like, well, what does happen to a toy that doesn't know that?
Right.
It just has to happen, which explains why they need to go run somewhere and they can't. But then, yeah, it does go against, why can they then just like wink at each other? Or like a human comes, but they can decide, I got to write this note or something, where it just it makes a little more sense that they're in control of it. But I do like that that's how they learn something. But yeah, there's nothing that comes of it, especially in this movie, where I just feel like everyone gets bolder and bolder with, we got to get them to do something. People are around. It doesn't really matter. They're too stupid to notice.
Yeah.
When the whole point was like, people would notice. That's part of the fun of it, is their toys.
Right.
Now they are just little people that can't be seen by humans or whatever.
Yeah. And
strange.
There's not, I don't know, and maybe just because there aren't toys anymore. But those first ones, you have the little guy with the microphone and the speak and spell, and like toys that are iconic in there, just like, that's the toy that does this thing. And we don't get that anymore, like I said, because there aren't really toys anymore. But
yeah, and they all will do multiple.
Yeah, but that's just also the fun of making them toys. Like, but again, to the smarty pants guy, that should be, he saves the day because he has this specific thing about him. Not that he, and I can also just send text messages. That's where it's like, okay, you're getting a little lazy.
What else?
The toy stuff, because you purposely get these old toys that do one thing. But,
and that's part of the fun. Like when he's typing, it's like lose thigh burn, whatever, like trying to figure it out with whatever that thing can handle.
Yeah.
They use the Etch-a-Sketch to draw out, like draw him without a beard or whatever, draw him in the chicken suit. That's fun.
Yeah.
Cause but that's, I don't know, unless they can make fun of something specific. Like I know they can't make fun of Funko because they have to make Funko Pops of everything.
Yeah.
But like, those are little toys with huge heads that don't stand up and they can't move anything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a funny toy? Like they have the little cop in Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
That like hops around and then she puts her shades on and stuff. Like, that's fun. Why can't you have like a bad toy? Like make fun of a poorly designed toy. Tor. Bring in more toy. Like what's popular now is, I don't know, action figures. I know they did like the collectible thing with Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
Like there still are things out there that if you like, to me, that was always the fun part of like, they get to go. It's the same with when they design something. When you're like, look at that little scratch, or like the Green Army Men, they've got the mold plastic where they pulled it out of the mold on the back of their head. Yeah. And you're like, you didn't need to do that in 1995 or whatever. You didn't have to go so hard with Ernie, the back of Ernie's head or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it's just like, well, I don't know. We need him to like know where the house is. It's just like getting them from here to here, so they can watch something. Where you go, what is the
lacking a little creativity that the other ones so excelled at? that's just and I think that is you're losing. I know they're bad guys, but I think there is the little John Lasseter magic and that first. I think maybe just the first one, but Joss Whedon wrote the script with them too. Like these guys that are now we
They
know
should be when I was watching the John Lasseter behind the scenes, I'm not standing up for the guy.
I know he wants to hug you.
There's gonna be a big reckoning where it's like, actually, he was nice or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, he's sitting there, his like Toy Story shirt, like button up, or he's like, and then he's talking about like we used to scooter around. I'm like, I think he's a weird guy.
Yeah, I think he.
But
might
I don't know, man.
A friend of Bonnie.
Yeah, I know.
He
I'm not gonna say he shouldn't.
Try to hug people.
Yeah, I believe all people. But it's just like there was something with the first, like where they cared and came in and did it, where now there is the machine of Pixar where you're watching those old special features of like, we had cereal every day and raced around, and like a guy came into the office. He's like, John called the guy because we were racing scooters around, and all he said was his time. He's like 1:50. And the guy said, I'll be right there. He's like, it was 2 a.m. He came in his pajamas and like raced his scooter around as fast as he could. And he showed back up with blood on his arm and had beat everyone's time. Like, it's just like this weird time to be doing stuff.
Yeah.
Where now everything feels a little too polished. It's like, here's what we need to do. And we need to make another Toy Story. And maybe there's just feels like it's a kid's movie. So it's like they weren't. That was the thing with when you just go see like Finding Nemo. Now like it does feel weird to go see just a Pixar movie for
Elio
me
or whatever.
Yeah, where it's like this isn't really for me.
Mm-hmm.
When it was like these are films, these are good art.
Yes.
And that feels like after Toy Story 3, it's kind of, what are they doing? What are they making? You know?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And I don't even fully agree that it feels like forced, because
No,
I think they do. Like Andrew Stanton was part of the original.
Yeah, they've got
like,
a few hangers on.
I think they do care more than like the Cars movies and stuff like post Lasseter.
But I feel like
Cars
it was
stuff
like
and whatever.
that was Pixar, where it's
Yeah.
like we can do this. I know Steve Jobs was hanging around for some reason, but it's like, here's the thing we're doing. Where now it's like, what's the slate? Who gets to work on what? I'm sure Andrew Stanton has some sort of seniority to like,
Yeah.
I want to do this one. It's like Lee Unrich, where you see his name pop up, where you're like, he's climbing his way up to do Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
And I know if I worked there, by the way, this is all I would think about.
Of course.
Is like, what is my Toy Story?
Yeah.
And I know like, Jesse's an easy way in, I guess. I know they're like, if we just show the tree, the tree 5 times, and we keep reminding you that she looked at it through the donation window, you'll feel sad.
Yep.
And so we can like go back to that.
Yep.
But it just like overwhelms her to the point where she's like, I can't have that with another kid.
Well,
I thought we figured this out.
yeah. Yeah, she kind of got over it
I thought so.
when she decided to stay with Andy.
I thought so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
but
thought so, Huggin' Bear.
whoa. Now, so we get back to she's at the house and Blaze, she's with the Smarty Pants, whatever. They get a message out to Bonnie saying, we have your toys.
Yes.
And in the meantime, Blaze, this new girl, who we're not sure how old she is. She seems taller, at least.
Yeah.
And a little more mature than Bonnie. But who knows? I don't know. She's a horse girl.
Yeah, that'll do. That's just age. That's something age can't fix.
So she's like,
Sparty Pants wants money. Send money.
Yeah, send
or
money.
come with money.
and Jesse's like, I can make Blaze play with us. You'll see. I can tell. She's a girl that likes to play. Oh, yeah, she plays. Which,
just give me 1 second in a room with her. She'll play all day. All right, prove it.
and then she does.
Mm-hmm.
And they play, they have fun. The Conan is Conan. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. But
Bullseye has a voice.
Bullseye has a voice, which is Alan Cumming.
Really?
I think that's
For
what
that 2 seconds?
Yeah, in the
Which
credits I saw.
he was supposed to, in the original Toy Story 2, he was supposed to talk. Because there was no Jesse. It was Bullseye, Stinky Pete, and Senorita Cactus. And I think that's when Lasser came in, monster that he is, and said, we can't be doing Senorita Cactus. What if I give you the most annoying cowgirl in the world?
They're like, thank you.
And you said, sir. They hugged me.
They hugged me, see?
Yeah, they gave you something you're mad about. But we get, she's playing, so we know she loves it. And not only that, she maybe loves it too much. Everyone's got a crazy voice.
Yeah.
Hello there, you must be. They're wearing crazy stuff. Then there's a bomb. I like this.
Yeah. Good kid.
Good kid, funny stuff. You're going somewhere. Great. Next.
I don't know, kind of
Buzz and Woody
are still like texting. It's like, hey, be doing something. Bonnie gets the message.
I think they're just doing it together.
Yeah.
Everything, like, I like to see them together, but this is where the weaknesses from Toy Story 4 show up, where it's like you are retconning, you're wishing that didn't happen.
Yes. That's the thing.
Because now, but also, then have them do separate stuff.
Yeah.
You're there. We know that you can do stuff. I'll see you on the other side.
What my maybe overall fix, for the movie might have been, instead of, as much as I like the buzz the new tech buzzes, Woody gets a transmission but only gets part of the message. And instead of following the buzzes, instead of following the buzzes through the woods, we just let Bo Peep and Woody, because they're out doing all these adventures, saving toys and stuff. Let's see that a little more. Like they
got to get you in the
again. I like the buzzes. It's kind of interesting, but at the end of the day, it's like a Deus Ex Machina, not literally because we see it as the first thing in the movie, but it's sort of Chekhov's buzz.
Well, it kind of is, because also Smarty Pants is sort of deucing Ex Machina, where it's like, how do we get out of it? Oh my God.
Did you say deuce?
It's sort of like you're using me as a Deus Ex whatever.
He actually should have said that.
Yeah. They should have just
been
commented on it head on.
Yeah.
I'll do Punch Up.
Yeah. I bet some of the stuff I was like, I think Conan came up with that, and they reanimated the movie to whatever, because they didn't animate it fully yet.
No, and he's going insane.
Yeah,
that was like the Key and Peele stuff, where I was like, this feels so different from, like, I'm laughing so much at some of what they're doing.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know how they did this. Like, the same guy wrote this that wrote some of the dullest shit in the world in other parts of the movie or whatever. It's like, you can't be that inspired by these two characters and then not care about like Buzz Lightyear.
Right.
Weird.
But wouldn't that be so? While Buzz is trying to get to Jesse on his own, Woody and Bo Peep are on their own adventure they're all trying to get to this house, which is Emily's house, Jesse's old house. So then they all converge, kind of like they do anyway, but instead of all the buzzes, but I mean, I like the buzzes showing up, and they all ride different colored horses, and that's all kind of fun. But I just think it's a stronger thing to have Woody and Bo Peep are having their own, like, all these toys. They're building an army of toys because they're saving all these toys. So instead of all the buzzes showing up to ride the horses, it's all a ragtag team of toys. And that's interesting because it's not the new tech saving the old. It is the old guys coming together and being like, yeah, we're still here for each other, or whatever.
Or learning to, like, they could find, because there's the big, like,
they find it. What if they found a buzz?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that's cool.
they find a buzz, or like, because that one kid finds one. We go, okay, well, you could still have them in there if you want. But there's also that scene where they all get an upgrade and they become drones.
Sure, I remember that scene.
Do you remember that little thing?
Uh-huh.
And look, I'm as stupid as the rest of them. The wings come out, then the wings split, and I go, oh! All the kids in there not watching the movie.
Right.
And then they start spinning, and I'm like, and then they take off. But like, you could also, they find a drone in a tree, because that's where they all end up or whatever. Yeah. And they have to use, it's like dumb tech, but there's someone that can run the controls.
Yeah.
There's always a funny thing because like toys can't reach anything.
Yeah.
And they could do some like in Toy Story 2. Yeah. Like, move over so a guy with arms can drive. And he fucking hits everything in the store. Like, I put him on a drone and there's something crazy's happening. Yeah. You've got Ham doing it. I don't know why he's out there. Something.
Yes.
But because when it's like, okay, well, they become drones so they can get wherever.
Yeah.
Okay. Like all the Buzz toys.
That's just
it's fine just because they all kind of look funny and I like seeing a bunch of them.
Cool. I was also like, yes.
Yeah.
They're drones too. Like, it is cool.
It's cool to see. But it's like, I thought we were going to find like, there's when it says like high tech version or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like there's a new guy in town. Mm-hmm. He's the new Buzz.
Right.
It wasn't just like there's 50 brainless ones.
Right.
I thought it was going to be a little more. I don't need, not to retread too many things because we've seen a bunch of Buzzes. Mm-hmm. So there was I'm like, we've kind of done this. And then they do have the evil twin.
Right.
Because he doesn't know he's a toy.
Yep.
So we've done that. So I'm like, I think we've done what we're going to do with old Buzz here.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, getting to see them explore the wilderness as toys and finding people that, like, part of this toy story can help them. This toy's story. I think we might be onto something.
But I do like the one gets found by a family and they all go to save him. And he's like,
yeah.
It
feels right.
Yeah,
gives him a little thumbs up.
He loves being a toy.
I did want the
That's
one
beautiful.
I wanted the Buzz to salute.
Yeah,
because
I just had one of those moments where you zoom out and look at your life.
So just there's probably no one around us for 10 miles outside this like shed.
I wanted that one to salute.
First of all.
Me too, man.
First of all, I'm worried for the Buzzes. They're all looking in the guy's tent.
Yeah,
it's like, don't let him wake up. But I just thought the last one,
he should have saluted.
He would like mission accomplished or something. So when he walked away, you're kind of like,
yeah,
that Buzz saluted.
But then, so they get the same message that Smarty
they just send out like a spam text to everyone.
Or yeah, I guess because Smarty Pants send the photo to the lily pad, and Buzz and Woody see it and like, hey, they find out that they can control lily pad for a little bit by saying, "Hey, lily pad" or whatever. They pull up the message. They say, "Share it everywhere." And they use Sammy 2, the salamander thing, to use the screen for a little bit, which also another choice that baffled me by the end during the end credits, where they show Sammy 2 and then they put Sammy 3. Like, why'd you kill Sammy for no reason in the credit sequence?
I didn't know. I gotta watch that again.
But
we can't be killing all the Sammys.
Why?
That's funny.
Yeah, it was. But so then
sad. They print one out.
Well, hell,
send it everywhere. One gets printed out.
Yeah.
So she sends the Robo vac to destroy it.
Yep.
Then one goes to her parents.
And somehow the Buzzes out in the woods see it on the random kid's iPad or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So they all see that.
I'm not sure what the connection is there.
I think it's just everyone with an Eggman device gets the
I guess. Like, wouldn't her friends see that then too?
Well, they did, and they're like, "Oh, did you lose your toys?"
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. That's why she gets all the cry face baby faces.
So Bonnie takes
It's weird to send it to every device.
yeah on the planet.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, that every single person has.
Yeah, including the printer, the Eggman printer.
That's where it's sort of like they get to a point where it just is easier. It's like, well, it can do whatever. Just send it everywhere.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
and why?
Crazy.
Just from like a filmmaking standpoint, the printer prints it off.
Mhm.
They're like, yes. Then Lilypad sends the Roomba to get it, and you're like, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And then almost immediately after, the dad is like, hey, what's this you sent to us?
Yeah.
They're like, then what was that all about?
Yeah.
Just to introduce the Roomba for a joke later where it comes down the aisle of the wedding as the
Yeah.
ring bearer, which is funny when it's bumping into stuff.
Yeah. It pushes all the pews out of the way.
Yeah. But like, what was that just stuff like that that's fat. That's stuff we trim if we're in
at
the
the very
first
least,
three.
it's supposed to be. I feel like it might have been cut down where you go
from like more suspenseful.
and then it cuts to something else.
Yeah.
So for a while, you're just like, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
And the dad eventually comes and shows up, but it does feel like, well, then even if it was 2 days later,
Yeah.
why? You
Yeah.
printed it out,
Right.
but it got sent everywhere.
Yeah.
And then also, why'd it print it out? If you say send everywhere, it prints it out.
It's an Eggman printer.
So it just prints whatever you send to it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little too convenient, not clever enough, in my opinion. But Bonnie's mom takes Bonnie to go pick up Jesse and Bullseye from the house. They show up and they're like, sorry, I think you have my toys. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? No, actually, they're just like, oh, yeah. As if they know what she's talking about.
That girl's here for her toys. Coming.
Yeah.
Huh? The rag dolls you found? Okay. How'd you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Whatever. I guess I think my daughter sent them. I guess my daughter thinks, I don't know what.
Yeah. Everyone's just kind of a little stupid.
Yeah.
So Blaze offers the toys back to Bonnie, but Bonnie just saw the messages from her friend saying, you play with toys, you little baby, ha ha ha. So Bonnie, who is one of the cutest characters, like, I don't want to see this little kid be crying.
Right. Is quickly becoming a Pixar all-star.
Yes. Well, she's so sweet.
Pixar.
Oh, that's cool. She's so sweet and innocent. You hate, it hurts you to see her hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But she decides, and as one kid said in our theater, I think maybe the only kid paying attention at this point, but when she's like, Blaze is like, do you want them or whatever? And Bonnie's like, deciding, and one kid's like, no.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like Blaze wants them.
Right?
She's like, whoa, freaking horse. Whoa.
She did. I mean,
Always-
she did want them.
But I thought, in my head, it was gonna be like, I want to keep them, and I
Yeah.
thought that would make Bonnie be like, you like them too, like
Right.
you like toys, not like now she has to go to her house.
Right.
But I can't hear it because I'm hearing someone go, and when we get in there, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Am I really gonna go? When we get in there, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So when we get inside, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. When we get in there, am I gonna go to the bathroom? When we go inside, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. When we're in the bathroom, yes. So like the entire theater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom in there. When we get to the bathroom, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, shh. So she's like, honey, you can tell us anything. Nice moment in the
Yes.
car with the mom where it's like, that is one of those things parents now have to, I guess, anytime.
Yeah.
Not as like, oh, you're being cyberbullied. Or,
Right. Yeah.
so she's like, you were too embarrassed to tell us because it's embarrassing. You're getting bullied and those are supposed to be your friends.
Yeah. And yeah, and she's like, and I promise we're not mad.
Mhm.
Just tell us. It was, yeah, that's a good scene. And then she takes her to ice cream, and the lily pad realizes in this moment, she sees how the lily pad has hurt Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
And the lily pad donates herself.
Yes, in an act of self-sacrifice we haven't seen since the likes of, I don't know, like We Were Soldiers
Yeah,
or
probably.
something. But we did it because in Toy Story 3 you've got Lotso but I feel like also, so you've done because he's like, help me, I gotta get up to the old emergency stop button up now. And he gets up there and he's like, where's your kid now, bitch?
Yeah.
You're just like, why are you so mean?
Yeah.
Like you are truly just like horrible.
Yeah.
And then we got Gabby, steel voice box.
Mm-hmm.
And but then it like doesn't work. And she's like, oh, well, like, I guess we'll hang out together. So there's sort of the same, like she was mean.
Right.
She has this whole posse to do this stuff, but Lily Pad is like mean, but it's like, doesn't she, I guess she, I don't know. it thinks it's doing the right thing, but she's also sassy. She's calling her Jessica, like doing all that, like trying to stop them. But is she doing that because she thinks she's doing the right thing?
She wants what's best for Bonnie too. I think that's her toy brain is like, I know what's best for Bonnie. It's what I can do.
But what she's seen is like, I'm a monster. I was created by monsters, and a monster I shall. Like, she has formed such a self-hatred.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah. Because she completely tries to Roblox herself and just like, I'll go be a monster somewhere. At least I won't be hurting this child anymore. Mm-hmm. But guess what? We actually need Lily Pad.
Yeah, the moral of the story is in small doses, you can actually use tech.
Yeah. Don't worry. We turned off the chat.
We turned off the chat. It's not scary now.
You can use it.
So
let's not use this anymore.
So that all happens. Meanwhile, Jesse is like, great, Bonnie doesn't want me. I'm gonna throw myself out the window too.
Yeah.
She does. She gets on the horse Daffodil, which now the Daffodil is also kind of special to us because one of our horses looks almost exactly like this horse. Even down to the 3 white socks, we call them, and the one missing sock of the. She got the white stripe and the 3.
This is what I heard. There was talk of this at the theater when we went.
Yeah,
people yesterday were talking about how their horses. Yeah,
so that's
like a real
fun.
Horse.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good.
Whee!
So what? Jesse goes up to the tree, sit and cry, sit and cry, sit and cry.
We get to see the tree again. Remember the tree?
Do.
Remember her tree?
I do.
And it's like ding, ding, ding. Then she's like, I wish I, Jesse, wasn't here. And she's like, what the F? And then she looks up in the tree and it says Jesse was here. W-U-Z.
Now at this point,
my mind is racing.
yeah, because I'm like, what?
What does it mean? Jesse was here.
Like did Emily come back and carve that
right.
in?
Like just so everyone knows my toy was here. That doesn't make sense. It makes sense for Toy Story, I guess, but people don't act that way.
Right. And then, Bullseye came out to be with her too. And he kind of finds the little thing, doesn't he? And they uncover this thing. And then she does have command over the pig and the horse.
Yeah, they do understand English for some reason now. Goes, come dig this up.
Yeah. And then he does perfectly.
Yeah.
Or she.
Like smashes on it, but then also digs it up and gets it out. It's a lunchbox.
It's a lunchbox. And what's in the box? I'm sorry, kids. That one may be a little too old of a reference for you, but
but
what's in the box?
Yeah. Well, we find out that Emily had a child and named it Jesse. I meant so much to her. She named her kid after me. God, that's sweet. Did she die?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. Jesse was here.
I think we landed at like it's a time capsule. Like the kid growing up was like, May they all remember, because they're Hicks. They live out in the farm, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, of course.
May they all remember me that Jesse was here with my marbles. So I'm like, how old are these people?
Yeah.
What is the timeline with? So you get to see she's grown up, but you get the sweetest. You see Jesse was here, and the card before they even say it, you go, oh no, they found a way.
Yep.
They found a way to put this old bastard's cold heart back.
Oh yeah, that's as soon as that. Yeah, that's gonna be there. That's gonna be a crier.
So I said, why do we have to do it? Why do we have to go see these? I don't have to go look at this. She named her daughter,
I did mean something.
and it kind of does put two into perspective, even though I'm sure John Lasseter's like, that's not what that was supposed to. It's like, sure. Again, they don't know they're alive.
Right.
They're not playing with them anymore. Whatever the last moment they had, but there was like, oh yeah, this is my Jessie.
Yeah.
That's what that means to me.
My little cowgirl.
Like, yeah, I hope she's not dead. Because I'm like, was like, so Emily, like the mom took that up there and was like, my daughter was like,
Yeah.
buried her stuff.
It did kind of seem like that, but
But it felt, because I was
probably
like,
not.
are we going to see? That's when I was like, oh, this is what we're getting instead of her
Yes.
seeing her, which is better.
I think so.
As much as also, as I don't know, I would like to see her or something.
Yeah.
Because you go, it would be nice for her to see her.
Yeah.
See her.
Everyone's just like, shut up. Shut up.
This was also the part where like she's like,
It'd be nice to see her.
she named-
See her. We know, dude. No, I'm just saying this is the part that it'd be nice to see her.
I'm glad they didn't do it.
Do what?
So have her like if she could. It would be nice to see her. But if she, I did think if we saw her see her, it would, like there's some closure there.
Right.
But I guess we don't need that because life's not like that.
And isn't this closure enough? Because like,
Right. She gets what she, like, I did mean something. To
I
her.
did
Her
mean
whole
something.
life, she thought, what am I going to go through that again?
Right.
Give all this to someone, and what do? And then behind us, some kids like, no. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Not crying, just like had to make a noise. Bah. She's like, she named her after. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
you can't be doing that in the theater. You can't be bringing kids.
Yeah. That was good. I think about as perfect as you could wrap that up. Because
without being too much fan service of, it's like, that's a genuine thing, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's, and then they show the tree again.
Mm-hmm.
But now to us, there's a different meaning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's sort of in a nasty way, sort of taking it back.
Yeah. I liked it a lot because, like we were saying, you think since they make such a big deal about the address and you just think, but when Blaze shows up and she doesn't look like Emily or like what Emily's kids would look like or whatever, you're like, oh, okay, I guess maybe we're doing, but the first thought is like, oh, she's going to go to this house and get into some hijinks and then the mom's going to come home and it's Emily.
Yeah.
And that's going to make me cry. But no, it's this. And it made me cry.
It's
in a different way.
That's what I was like. So there is like this one to me, I was almost like, that's worth it more than us watching Woody. Like,
yeah.
I have to go like, well, what's my purpose? Like, it's to be with the kids. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I know all the toys are like, need to get theirs or whatever now.
Yeah.
I got to be with my girl, who he kind of was just like, even Bo. Like, I know he was sad, but they also don't see, like, I don't know. They're not really hitting it off when he comes back in the fourth one.
Right.
She's like, you're a pig. Or no, it's like, they are just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's really got she's fine on her own, by the way.
Yeah. That's
she doesn't need you.
Isn't that part of it? Where he's like, he's inspired by her independence.
He is. He loves it. Her arm breaks off. She's made of glass.
Yeah.
He's like, nothing stops you, does it? She's like,
Nobody.
and he's like, who? I gotta go. So I don't know. This was like, that seems a little more, again, none of these need to exist. She had a sad thing happen.
Yeah.
Now she had Andy, and then she has Bonnie. But that's why, like with this one, I was like, okay, Woody can come back whenever. Get a padded cell. I'm like, he's only a walkie-talkie away. And she actually did have like this character I was mad about existing. Now I'm happy that she knows like what she meant to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're done there. Then Buzz shows up on a beautiful. They started to turn Buzz into Ken.
Yeah.
Like they wanted the Ken thing back.
I think so.
Where it's like, who is really funny? Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Doing like kind of,
aloof idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's sort of like, I don't know, just like very metrosexual, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
Like when Barbie dresses up as him and walks away in high heels, the bookworm is like, Ken, that's sort of like, all right, he's very effeminate, whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny, but like he rides up on a horse with a huge, like super long hair.
Which this was also the one thing, like most of the movie was working for me in various ways, but this felt really weird where they're like, they look at the horses and you're like, oh, they're all gonna ride the horse, but it zooms into the pink one and it like winks at him. And you're like,
yeah,
like he's like that's a sexual thing or something.
It winks at him and then he smiles.
Yeah,
that's why I laugh because I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
But like we also haven't given him anything to do.
Yeah,
where I was like, is he like that? Where I was like, that's like Ken.
It just felt like oddly sexual.
It was like, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
but that's why it was just like confusing. It was funny.
Yeah, I laughed.
It's like, yeah, it's funny because
like, I also was like,
right, because like I'm your like, yeah, you're gonna ride me.
Yeah,
like they like spots him.
Yeah,
it's like attracted to Buzz.
Yeah,
hair super long, funny. It's also, I don't know, it's weird just because like we have this moment with her, which the movie's been leading up to, and I feel like they almost cut to the comedy a little too quick.
Yeah,
maybe it's because this kid was yelling behind me and already screwed it up for me.
No, I think they did that a lot.
But like then it's like instead of letting it sit in the moment, like they would before, where it's like we are with Andy for 20 minutes as he says bye to the toys and plays with them all for one last time, and it's just showing Buzz and Woody's faces smiling like this is it, this is what we wanted.
Yeah, beautiful.
Or like when she's telling him about Emily the first time, it's like that's why I can't do this, and you have that before they cut back to the other toys. It's like, and now. All right, we did that. Here's the comedy.
Yep.
It's funny looking. It's got big long hair. Okay.
Yeah.
But then later with the drones too, when she kisses him, his foot goes up instead of hers.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this happening all of a sudden?
That's the one you keep. I found that to be funny as hell.
I thought it was funny. I'm just like, why? It was like the pink pony.
Yeah.
Then this.
Yeah. It did seem just out of nowhere. He's like that.
It's just weird. Like for the very, like,
I don't care. I'm
the
just
movie.
saying.
But the foot going up instead of cutting to her, it's his because he's the one that's been so like I can't talk to her. Like it's funny.
Yeah.
And also like another Buzz is having to hold him because he doesn't have his own wings or whatever.
I also just as a concept because it was like the whole I guess definitely the last one, but like the whole new Star Wars trilogy was like Finn trying to tell Rey something the whole time. Just as a concept for a movie, like I really need to tell you something, and I've actually had ample time to just tell you the thing.
Yeah, even before this movie started, like
the
last movie.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3. Okay. When he sees her in 2.
Yeah, and he gets a wing boner. I just think I don't like that because we know you're waiting for the big moment at the end to say it. And now in the case of Star Wars, they still don't say it, and you're just like, stop wasting my time.
Yeah. It's annoying. It's almost on the same level as him not understanding the inner voice thing and just hitting random buttons to guess what to do.
Yeah.
It's like, look to the stars. It looks up, good. Nice one, inner voice. Dude, what the it's this where it's like he really can't the just not being able to spit it out, and every time saying it. It's like you do that once when it's like a 12-year-old trying to ask someone to the dance or whatever. And he's like, I was thinking maybe you could toilet or whatever.
Right.
But every time he's like, I really gotta.
Yeah.
And if not now, when I don't know after this, because he's like, I got to do it now or I never will. Right. When you're flying in the,
and then he still doesn't.
Right. You're stuck with me, cowboy. Oh.
So yeah, they all get what? They all get to the donation truck.
And why does he need to tell Woody? Like, if it were up to me, you'd be my best man. Yeah. I know Woody does something funny because he's like,
yeah,
like whatever, which is funny, but like he's not. He's just kind of absent-mindedly watching from the window. He's like, all right, guess we can go.
And they could have done it without Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Like as a real...
Because also...
Like they're getting... It's not her marrying them.
Yeah.
It's not like he's engaged. He's...
Well, and the whole thing doesn't make sense because he's like, I know Bonnie decides these things, but if I could... Which...
How does she know they would get married?
Exactly. Why are they leaving it up to Bonnie? Because Bonnie chooses different people to get married every time. And also, haven't they gotten married before like this? Probably. Because they've played like this before. And
of course, Trixie comes in and we're married, and
yes, of course.
Then you go, well, then you're mad because you're like, well, Buzz wouldn't do that. Buzz isn't like,
well, that's Blaze coming in because then we got to back up a little bit.
I know, but like you're ruining their marriage,
right?
And I know it's like playtime, but this marriage is for them. It's not for you.
Right.
It's not the knife and the fork. They don't have two brain cells to smash together in the dark.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Also, they weren't even in this movie.
No.
Starts with them getting married. Then at one point, they're like, Woody. Tony Hale called in from his car or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what
that's her most important toy. That's the whole point of Toy Story 4. This is what's important to her. Mm-hmm. It's the most important toy in the world. Because she made it. So she still has this plastic fork, but doesn't really care.
No.
I just that's why he left. That's why he like leaves. He leaves to help with this. He's not even part of it. I just don't know.
So what?
They get married, then of course a lily pad has, a full battery, should we say, for
Roomba.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she does the thing that like other movies do, which didn't really work for me, where she's like, calls Jessie cowgirl or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you call me Jessica. And then
she's like, I will. She's,
actually, maybe not. There's like,
and she goes, doesn't even it's like, that's what I mean with
who's that for? What was that funny?
I mean, when I say I was the only one laughing in our theater, I couldn't hear everyone, but like none of the parents were like, because it's not really, they weren't like jokes.
Yeah. It's modern in that way where it's like,
but I don't want that. I don't want the Netflix Toy Story.
I know. I'm saying it derogatorily.
In 4, what I forgot they do, which is like how do we get the key? And then they cut to the whatever Bunny and Ducky and Bunny or whatever, like jumping on this old woman's face and like scaring her to death. And it's so violent and just like shocking. And then it cuts back to them and Buzz is like, no.
Yeah.
And they go, well, how about this? And it goes a little longer and they jump on her face. He's like, no. And they go, what about Operation Plush Rush? And it's like she walks down the aisle and then you see her get in her car, like she goes home for the night, and someone's like, "Where's this going?" Like, and she goes home, takes a bubble bath with wine, sits in front of the TV, and then when she's in bed, they like slowly rise up. I'm like, man, this took so much time. It's so funny to me. I know everyone hates that I like when a joke goes on too long, but it's like that is in there purely as comedy.
Yes.
To just like they just don't get it. And it's like we know where it's going. That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
They call it plush rush or whatever. Like you're just getting jokes where I don't know what's going on with this one. And then we're left with like that happens. You can call me Jessica. Oh, I will, Jessica, or whatever. And she's like, hey, never mind. She goes, okay. Then so Woody goes, he also has are we gonna get married or something? Because they have the flower, she catches the bouquet. Would you hold these so I can drive?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then Duke is just there. He's like, kaboom. And then they speed away in the skunk.
Well, Duke Kaboom then winks at the camera before speeding away.
Great. So they leave, and I was like, that's it? Yeah. That's Woody? It just feels like he's passive in his own. Toy Story, I mean, what am I looking at on this table?
You're looking at a Johnson's Woody bath bubbles that I kept from when I was a baby.
What'd that smell like?
This is what it's all about, folks.
Yep.
Can't really smell it.
I mean, it's a light scent.
It's a light
scent.
But
it's no bubble gum.
No. But that's what this is all about.
Things used to be fun. L'Oreal used to be in a fish.
Can you even buy something like this anymore?
No, or it's like a bug juice where it's like you're just drinking out of a straw in his head.
What, like this?
No, actually, no, because it's just a bottle.
Yeah, this is just a bottle.
This is better. His whole body's the bottle.
Buzz's body is the bottle.
I should have got the popcorn bucket.
Damn.
It lights up.
That's from Disney on Ice or something, if I remember right.
Holy shit. Did you ever go to Toy Story on Ice?
Or yeah.
I should have brought. I have the whole thing still. The print, like the pamphlet, the whole thing that you read through, where it's like,
yeah.
Skippy played Buzz.
Yes,
and then you see them in their crazy outfits.
I also had the bull. Those the aliens. It was like a little. What do you call it? Like the shaved ice in the alien head. And you like open it.
I think I had that too. I have that somewhere. God, all I can think about is how expensive it is to have little shitty kids.
Yeah, and then they grow up to just complain about the stuff.
I know. My parents should thank their lucky stars that I was so cute and that they don't have to listen to this podcast to hear me complain about it.
Certainly.
I got to find that pamphlet. There's like a huge booklet, you give you the program.
That's it.
Toy Story on Ice program.
That's it.
And then Sid comes in and he does like an interpretive dance as he sets up and you're like, everything looks weird. It's like nightmarish.
Yeah.
It's like,
I remember kind of, not, I mean, it's cool, but you're like, that's creepy.
It's cool. It's like, but like Sid's a guy, but then Buzz has to be like 8 feet tall because he's in a costume. So it's like the scale's a little weird.
Yep.
I don't know, but I'm having fun at it, I think.
And what's also missing from this table is every night I would listen to. Do you remember they would have on tape?
Yeah.
Like a story version of Toy Story 2. I had both, but I would only really listen to Toy Story 1.
Yeah, they went and had cake and ice cream. They get ready to go in and all the kids go have cake. I remember I listened to it all the time.
Yeah.
I found it at one point when my car had a cassette player and I played it and I was like, I'm like 14. I'm like, man, to be a fucking kid again. I'm driving down the road. My car like breaks down in the middle of the road. But I have the cassette, the little book. We were watching I was like, when I wasn't watching the movie, I was listeing to it on cassette.
Yeah.
It's just like, shut up. There's something wrong with you.
But same.
Stop talking about Bonnie.
Yeah.
Like, I meant it in a good way.
Yeah.
Everyone's mad at me here.
No. I don't know. Did we miss anything? That's basically the gist of it, huh?
Yeah, they get married.
They all get to the donation truck and they save Lily Pad. And basically the moral is,
They turned off the chat.
They turned off the chat.
So she can use it. Oh, and then, so they are playing their friends, and then they bring the toys outside.
Oh, yes.
They say, What are you guys doing? The two creepy twins.
Yes, the twins.
We're having a honeymoon or something.
We're honeymooning.
Would you like to join us?
Uh-huh.
I don't want them over there.
But
don't touch my stuff.
that's where it is. You're like, God damn it, she did it.
Mm-hmm.
That one, she said, I'm going to get Bonnie to play with those kids. And by God, she done it.
By hell or high water.
That's
this time,
Jesse for you.
They talked to them face to face. She was brave enough because she's got not tech, not toy, but friend. And you've got a friend in me.
The other thing I like too is Blaze is also a weirdo where she said something weird and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, that was kind of weird and whatever.
And she knows she has to, I like playing with them, BT dubs.
Yeah.
She's like, and I've got an old man's beard. I'm 1 billion years old. And she's like, you're kind of weird. Yeah. And she goes inside and slams the door. And I like when she's comes in, she's like, let's go play. The parents are by the door. She's like, Biffy, whatever his name is. She's like, Walter, go. They have to, let's leave them to their devices. That's just parent stuff.
That's parent stuff, and you're having fun with that. And then, I don't know. And then you get the new Taylor Swift song to close it out.
That's me to Taylor Swift I thought the song was going to be part of the movie or something.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is because they made a big deal about it's the first time anyone other than Randy Newman did a song for it. But you're like, I'm pretty sure I remember a lady singing the song about when someone loves you.
What? He wrote that.
I know.
Isn't that beautiful?
I know, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, Sarah McLachlan was not giving her flowers. She was sort of being feminasty before. But Swift, who has to get her muddy fingers and everything.
Great song.
What is it? I knew you. You knew me. I knew you. I knew that I knew you.
I knew it. I knew you.
I knew it. I knew you. So when I say see her, that's
get along
crazy. That's dumb.
You'd get along with Taylor, I think.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, have a garage beer. Her husband throws a beer can through my skull. You guys are awesome. But it ends with a fun little song. I just thought we were going to hear it somewhere in the movie.
Sure.
But whatever.
I like it as an end credit song.
I do too, but because when I thought of that, I was like, they don't need. That always feels weird a little bit when it's now we have to almost break into a music video montage for some reason. So I'm glad that hypothetical situation didn't happen.
Well, which they kind of stopped doing in all Disney movies. It used to be the standard where you'd have the strange things are happening to me. You'd have the.
I guess I did like that too. I was on top of the world, little fella started to fall out.
That one had a couple because when I will go sailing no more. You're like,
no, none of it's true. I can fly if I wanted to.
Like, okay. I know Phil Collins didn't have to go so hard on the Tarzan soundtrack, but I think we forgot someone. No, I love that song, but I'm a fan of Taylor, so I'm predisposed to liking it. But I think it did. Even I had listened to it before the movie came out, and I said, "Oh, this one's gonna make me cry in the context of the film." I think, and then it didn't. But
no, it wasn't in the film.
It wasn't in the film, but it was. I think it's a powerful little song about, just about the whole thing.
Yeah, I was too busy watching every single family in the theater stream out in front of me and then take their sweet ass time just standing right in front of me as I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, you don't think there's anything else?
Yeah.
First of all, aren't you all the audience for the Taylor Swift song? I know they probably have either heard it or don't care. Whatever.
Probably they're all like, all right, let's go.
Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, we got to get Olive Garden is now going to be filled or whatever. But I'm like, watch the Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah.
And then also watch the shit that's gonna happen. You know something's gonna happen, ain't you?
Which
Something does, and I can't remember. No, the buzzes all fall from the sky.
Yep, a lonely little boy on a playground first.
Because we show this boy, and I was just like, "What is this?"
I thought it was going to be Andy's son.
I thought something cool was gonna happen.
I think it is. I think it's Andy's son.
Andy's son, yeah, Andy's son. I think it was very nice. It was a sweet little moment. They all got
The buzzers all
theirs
fly
because they saw
and-
their little buddy.
Yeah.
And then even the teacher gets one. So that's fun. And then at the end, with the credits, much like the Space Jam Bugs Bunny rap, we get, I guess, the toys rapping or something.
Yeah.
Or just saying stuff. And you have Bad Bunny.
I didn't realize he was the
I didn't either, but
pizza with sunglasses.
yeah, but it's like Benito is in the.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Because he's like, hey, you're right, pizza with sunglasses. That to me is funny enough. I don't need every voice to be
Yeah.
you know, they keep doing that. It's like Betty White and Carol Burnett and Mel Brooks and stuff in the closet.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't remember. Mel Brooks sounds like Mel Brooks,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I guess I don't know if Carol Burnett would just say something that I'm like, that's Carol
It's
Burnett.
Carol for you. I do. I mean, I like using the older people just because it's kind of in the tradition of like Don Rickles and all the old people.
And Don Rickles also was like, and John Ratzenberger.
Yes.
But didn't Mr. Potato Head sounded like different? There was like a couple times he talks. I know they can't really have him talk.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same guy. But
Yeah, everyone's gone now.
I feel like a couple times he said something, it changed. I mean, Combat Carl was Ernie Hudson now, which you could probably just not have him in it. He has a funny scene in Toy Story 4 where there's the 3 Combat Carls.
Right.
And it's always funny when those toys move because they kind of, it's like stop motion stuff.
Yeah.
But she has a Combat Carl. Okay.
Craig Robinson was Atlas.
Yes, that's right. And then there's Jeff Bergman, Mr. Potato Head. And Annie Vocino is Mrs. Potato Head. I don't really remember Talking Bad Bunny, Pizza with Sunglasses. I don't know. Maddie Matheson was Dr. Nutcase. Okay.
Oh.
They got him to, that's funny, got him to yell. But I want to hear like Ham. I know this is the problem. This is like I guess it is a nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
It's like when you smell a really good candle, just hear me out on this.
I've got
And you keep sniffing it at the store or whatever till you can't even smell it anymore.
Yeah.
You're just like, what do I have to do to smell the candle again?
Right.
Like if I'm just watching Toy Story,
Yeah.
okay, this is like a kid's movie, but I'm like, remember what this means to you. Why are you still going to see these?
Yeah.
Because I want to see Ham. I want to see Slinky.
Yes.
I know his Slinky looks more real than ever, but can he do something where he's not just like,
No. No.
Because we have to have like new toys. That's when it starts to be, what is the movie? What is this?
Well, that's what. Okay, so we've discussed Toy Story 5. What do you give it? Out of 10?
Yes.
Of
10
course.
lily pads. I think I'd go 7.5. I think. Well, what do you give it?
I was kind of right there, 7.5. Because for what I think some of the flaws of it are because of what happened in 4. Like you're already at it. You don't have the whole thing in front of you to make whatever story you want because characters are portrayed a different way, whatever choices were made. That's fine. I think we already fixed a big problem for me from the movie by just let Woody and Bo Peep have some of the adventure separately, and then they all coalesce together at the end for a big epic final Toy Story style. And that's the other thing was like the first one, kind of the big epic finale is they chase the moving truck and then the rocket. And that feels very small now looking back, now that we've seen them like at the airport and get, like
Right.
from 1 to 2, it's a huge jump as far as like the finale action set piece. And then they just get bigger and bigger. And this one kind of was small again, where it's like they got on a truck and then flew away with drones, and it was kind of nothing.
Yeah, and then of course it's like he's like now this is flying with style, and then like they have Woody do his insane Toy Story 1 face, where his arms are out and he's and that I'm like that, but I know what they're doing to me. That makes me mad. But I'm like, why do I like that more than whatever else? Like, okay, the drones are flying them somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess I get to see him like reference the first, like there's so many times they want to like call back the first movie where I'm usually mad about that stuff, but it's like, I don't know. That's what I like, I guess.
That's what I like.
They can't keep doing it, but when it makes sense, as two old friends would do, now this is flying. It's like, well, I'm glad you guys are still friends. It makes Bo Peep stuff feel a little, the whole point of the fourth one, even to the point of probably making people mad of like, oh, it's got to be Bo Peep, or whatever. Shut up. But like, it's back to just like, well, we did that, so she will wait in the car. She'll wait in the skunk.
That's
while he like helps out, and she's like, "Did you save the boys?" He's like,
That's what. Yeah.
Okay.
We spent a whole movie giving her like a voice and a identity, and then this one, I get. But again, it's like
that's why it'd be cool to see Woody like be sheriff again, of like teaching these lost like helping them.
Yes,
but,
with Bo.
Yeah, exactly.
You see them both doing their thing
because she was in the first. Like she's sort of like, "Hey there, Woody," and he's like, "Hello, Buzz." She's like, "Try again." But I think
that would fix a huge.
Because he has that
portion of it for me.
That's why they listen to him, and you get to see him doing is like, "Hey, look at there, look at me, look at you," and she's like, "Oh, Woody," and he's like, "You got it." That would fix it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. It feels like Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are sort of out of the loop.
Yeah, which now, of course,
could they even care to raise their voices a little?
Everyone's talking. Well, now, of
but
course,
nobody's saying anything.
Everyone's talking now. Of course, we'll be doing Toy Story 6. They're asking the cast. They're asking everyone what.
I heard 6 and 7.
Really?
From some little girl leaving the theater.
Whoa.
She was telling her mom that she said they're doing 6 and 7. Now this could be she's on ChatGPT.
I wouldn't.
I'm not sure about that, but of course, Mr. Stanton said it feels like Andy had his trilogy. I think Bonnie
deserves a
trilogy or so. Yeah, like it's like, well, she kind of already had Toy Story 3, so this is her trilogy.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, of course, another one, but I think you gotta really pull the pieces together. Now, that's where this one did feel more like an episode of. So in that way, I'm like, yeah, you should give us another one, because this one didn't really. It was good. I like everything they did with Jesse. I think it did feel like, to your point, Woody leaves and he's just like, all right, peace, see you next time, or whatever, where you're like, okay, so they can contact each other. Maybe there is like room for one more final adventure. Truly,
in like a broken brain. Like I feel better about like he's not just gone.
Yes.
If they need him, like they understand
they'll be in touch.
He's there for you. It still weakens where it's like, well, he could have just stayed there, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too much about it, but it just where this like that episodic thing where it's like they kind of gave it a messy forward. Now there's just sort of like, here's another adventure. It's like, how many times do we do that? Like you're saying, where we just also start going like, do we still need Potato Head? Or then like, do we have to go through either they're gone, so you have to feel sad about that.
Right.
Or it's just like, they're all toys at someone's house.
Yeah.
How about that? Are we like, can we just, because I'm going to see them. That's the problem. You can say, well, you can like the first 3. I'm just not going to see it. What are you, nuts?
I think I think we gotta have Andy has a kid.
I do. I would like that, but I also feel like is that going like he says goodbye to them.
Yeah.
And I know it could have been he saves them and you give them to your kids, but he gives them to this girl and they find his way back home. I like that, but isn't it like, see, you actually can be a kid forever and have your toys back and play with them with your kid.
Of course.
Which is great because that's what people are like. I hope I can play with my kids, my Toy Story, toys or whatever.
Yeah, they're not touching mine, but
They're not. No, lay your hands out. You think you're opening this? First of all, it's covered in mold. So like, you don't like. You think this is good for you?
Mhm.
Try again. But I think you can do that. But is it just for us? Like, is that just fan service? Maybe. Because I feel like what they do is they have a good, Andy's grown up. It's been 10 years, 11 years since the last one. Here's where he would be. Or like this one, it's like someone had the idea like, what did that girl do? What did that nasty Emily do? Right?
Mm-hmm.
She named her kid. Like that's what she needs to know. They get hung up on some. But I just feel like the problem is, I want to feel like they're excited about it.
Yeah,
I shouldn't care about Tom. I know he's Greek because he's off eating children or whatever, and Tim Allen's being crazy about all the kids are in jail from a home improvement, but I still need to do it. And his wife from the show is like, stop talking about it. No one cares. But even Tom Hanks said after the fourth one, he's like, I realized 25 years of my life was over, which you would think maybe after the third one, he also thought that's it. Right. And then you do this kind of weird one, but he's like, they were like, okay, thanks. Mm-hmm. He's like, I was in the car just thinking, like seeing the credits roll of like he's like, I was hearing the music and seeing the credits roll. And I just I was really emotional about that was it for me and Woody. And it's like, man, we gotta stop doing this. Every band has to do a 10 or a 20 year anniversary tour. Like every show has to be rebooted. It's
Logan, the Wolverine thing of bringing.
We can bring him back to do that. Well, what if we did this? Because technically it's a little different. It's like, all right, I know everyone we don't want anything to change or what like.
But we're the paradox, Joey, because
I know. And also we're too far into it. So you might as well bring his damn kid back and like.
Well,
it's also like, then he takes him away from Bonnie then. Because who cared? He shouldn't have given him away in the first place.
I think in another 5 years, when they probably get around to doing it, Bonnie finally will have grown up because we kept her in stasis for 7 years or whatever to make little Disney Plus shorts and stuff. I know we were keeping the IP alive, I think, but you do something like that where Bonnie is not going off to college, but she's aged out of these toys and is like drops them back off to Andy or something. I don't know. I just feel like the money on the table is too rich to not say Andy's son needs us or some.
Yeah, well, this is on its way to $1 billion or something.
Or you have Woody and Bo out there. They come across a toy who's like they see the boot and it says Andy on it. And they're like, you're one of Andy's old toys. Like they see Wheezy again or some shit. I don't know.
I feel like not having Emily find her is sort of leaves the door open to go. Because if she saw Emily written and then we see Buzz, it's like, great. Everything's great for everyone.
Yeah.
But I think
it leaves it open for them to pull that shit with Andy.
And it will make me,
of course,
squee. Mm-hmm. But until then, Jeff Bergman and Anna Vocino have been cast as the new voices of the Potato Heads. Unused archive recordings of Don Rickles were used for Toy Story 4. Oh. Why is this in the trivia for Toy Story 5? I don't know. Where does this rank for you before we get out of here?
Sure. I haven't rewatched just the first one. Again, I've seen that one probably a trillion times. 2, a little bit less, but almost as much. 3, less because it's so emotional, but I've probably seen three or four times.
Mm-hmm.
4, I only saw it twice. I think oh God, I don't know, actually.
I don't know. This one could be last for me.
Yeah.
Just rewatching 4 where I wasn't as mad as at it, but
I remember laughing and like enjoying 4
I think
more
this
than
one's-
I enjoyed this one.
this one's a better story.
Mhm.
But 4 is like, it was just funny if you're just like, okay, I know what's gonna happen now, so I'm not like,
Right.
seeing it in theaters, I was just like, why? I remember just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
There was so much writing on it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I kind of know where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
And also I know now that he's always just one walkie-talkie away. But
Yeah.
and it truly looks awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see this one again and see how it looks when I go to the IMAX by myself and sit in the back with my Toy Story hat on.
I think 4 and 5 are at the bottom for me, of course, but I think it would depend on the day which one I put at the. But
the thing.
again, 7.5
I think
is like your bottom is still pretty damn good.
Yeah, I might be putting 4 at the bottom still.
Yeah.
With this one just a bit above it. I'll have to think about that, but none of them are bad. I just wish they didn't exist.
Sure.
I think 2 is my favorite.
Yeah.
2 is the best. Then I
People
think
say that.
you got to give it to 1 because it's the OG. I've got to be absolutely honest with my fans.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3, just because it is so. I would be if only 2 existed, you know. It's like now we're hearing about Austin Powers. You go, I think. Look, I do want to see it.
Yeah.
But I think.
Well, we got the Verizon commercial, so I think that's enough. He can't even do Dr. Evil anymore. I don't think we should be doing a whole movie.
He did that show. I was like, oh, maybe
he's not
forgot
funny
some
anymore.
stuff. And now that we don't have Mini Me, the huge part of the movie, why don't we wait until we can't do it anymore?
Yeah.
This is where I'm like, the need to like,
Let's
I
be
gotta
done.
have a Shrek. Do we need a Shrek?
No. 1, 3,
Wow.
2,
Whoa.
4, 5. That's just how it rolls for me.
This is what I see on Threads, where I'm like, this is bait. This is rage bait.
I know 2 is
1, 3, 2. Wow.
I know 2 is kind of the Empire Strikes Back. It's the one that's actually better than the first, but there's nothing quite as magical to me as that first film.
There's not, but I think I can say
I respect 2.
it builds on it. It's you've
It
got
does.
your little foundation.
Of course.
A little hour and 20-minute film.
Yeah. They're fast. They're quick.
And that's how I see them in my head also. This strange shade of whatever. Look how bad they look. They just look so bad. In a way that the new movies I say they look too good.
Yes.
They look too good for their own good.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
And for the listeners, he's
Look at-
pulling out.
Oh, don't they look crazy?
Yeah.
They're weird and skinny and sharp angled and yeah. The dogs are square.
The dog, yeah, everything is
And
a
everyone's
little
like,
more
"Oh,
square.
the cats and everything look. I know, but the second one, it's everything you want and more. Because you go, I want to see my friends again,
Yeah.
and they give them to you.
Hey, I don't deny it.
But you're probably right. I would probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
And that's the Toy Story 5 review. And if you've got something to say to us, why don't you say it to our faces in the comments below? And I might check it out if I feel like I'm in the mood
Yeah.
to get yelled at. You can get merch. No one
Oh, yeah.
cares.
We didn't even come up with a funny t-shirt for this
No.
episode.
We will. Because the other one's selling good for the Grogu movie.
We didn't even rank the Star Wars movies when we did the Grogu.
No, we should have.
Yeah.
Because that one's up there for me.
Yeah. All right.
We'll be back to our regular stuff next time.
Absolutely.
So,
You've got a friend in Buds.
yes, and from everyone on the table here, bye. Oh, Whoa.
Each week we listen to an album, here's a remind. Just know it's gonna take about 3 hours of your time to hear us complain or praise each other's taste. But no matter what, at the end of the day, we're just best friends who love different music. We are earbuds, earbuds, earbuds. This is earbuds.
I forgot to do this.